Welcome to FurCast, episode 348. I am your least most host, Areo.
I just didn't like the welcome to FurCast. Just in case, you could
Thank you, Nico, for critiquing me within the first 10 seconds of us starting. I appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Nico.
And by appreciate
Nico.
it, I mean I don't appreciate it at all.
I'm your fabulous Blue Fox host, Pharaoh.
And I'm your Red Wolf host, Paradox. Yeah, did you introduce yourself?
I did. I said, hi, I'm Nico.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like the lesser-most host, and he was the least-most host.
Yeah.
I'm the lesser most. He's the
Okay.
least.
I'm the
That's
least
right.
most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did have it right then. Okay.
So yeah, I don't even have to screw up the openings anymore.
Yeah, you don't have to anymore. 'cause-
Pharaoh, I'm so happy that you didn't screw it up.
I didn't have to. You guys already did, so.
I'm happy that you didn't screw it up.
Well,
either.
I did, and Nico did.
Combination.
Sure. Combo.
Oh my god.
I feel so attacked.
How do you feel attacked?
I feel
Because
attacked.
you're meat, okay? So no one cares.
No, I don't feel attacked. I don't feel attacked because I'm meat. I feel attacked because I've spoken with Nico and been like, hey, you've been kind of mean to me lately.
Did you guys actually have a
Yes!
private conversation?
Yes! Literally the last show that we were on together, I was like, Nico, you've been kind of mean to me lately.
To be fair to you, Bull, Nico is very mean to you.
I know.
To be fair, I think
I'm just
Nico
gonna-
is very mean to everyone.
I'm just gonna sit here and
Okay,
just let
but
this
it's
happen.
like he's exceptionally mean to me specifically.
I don't think so. I think he's just exceptionally mean to everyone. You're just around him more. So
These
then
are
he's
my friends.
exceptionally mean to you more because you're around
I
him.
like how
more.
Nico doesn't have to do anything right now.
So if you were around him less, he'd be less mean to you because you'd be around him less.
He's mean to you because he knows it bothers you. He's not mean to me because he doesn't give a shit. That is the power of, I don't know, being
Mean.
A top. I was gonna say of being a top. What, Bull? Welcome to FurCast,
Bottom out.
episode 348.
you mean welcome to FurCast?
Welcome to FurCast, episode 348.
I
This
wasn't even trying to do it to be like mean. It's just a notice thing.
Everything
that I-
out of your voice is mean.
Nico, I don't actually think
Think
you're
the
mean.
tone.
I don't think you're a mean person. I just think you're mean to Bull.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't
Thanks.
think you're a mean person either. I've said before, I think you're a really nice person. I just think you're a dick to me.
You're not a mean person, just the words out of your mouth are mean.
And I don't.
Hey guys, I'm having fun.
Okay.
So
Anyway.
so happy I'm here right now.
I am too.
I haven't been here for a few weeks. Was hoping.
That sounds pretty mean.
Yep.
Okay.
I should just start bringing salt in the show and just be like, salt.
You already do.
Welcome to FurCast.
You're one of those fans that,
Oh
like,
my god, I need to
shade.
do this. Welcome to FurCast episode 348. This episode of FurCast is sponsored by Twin Tail Creations. You can use coupon code REDWOLF or the coupon
If you're
code
kinkier.
Blue Fox to get 15% off. Although they're also having a Cyber Monday
the
sale
shade.
where you can get even more off if you go to twintailcreations.com.
Can you use both interchangeably to get 30% off?
I
No.
don't think so. I think you can only use one of the
So
coupon
So
codes.
you gotta use Blue Fox to be better.
Yeah.
No, that's sad because red and blue make purple. So I'm choosing which half of purple is better, and I don't think either is.
But anyway, thank you to Twin Tail Creations for being our first sponsor ever and sponsoring this episode, and we will talk more about them later in the show.
I just want people
a
to use
scripted
Blue
B-roll.
Fox. I'm just gonna beat you in dildo cells.
Yeah, so that's the thing. We're battling coupon codes. So if you guys want, you use Pharaoh's Blue Fox coupon code, or you can use.
So if you're kinky, use Blue
Yeah.
Fox because only Blue Foxes, support dildos.
So one thing that actually bothers me about this, I was thinking about this earlier.
You have no dildos.
So mine is Red Wolf, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not a wolf that's colored red. I'm the species Red Wolf.
So would you be a
Whereas
red wolf?
he is a red fox that just happens to have blue fur. So for him it describes a color, but for me it describes a species.
So he's a blue-red fox, and you're a red wolf.
No, I'm a normal colored red wolf. I don't know.
They're like
They're red.
red. They're orange.
They're kind of like
orangey brown.
Yeah, orangey brown. They look
Okay,
like
so
coyotes.
orangey brown red wolf. I don't think that would fit into
I
a
am a-
coupon
a-
code.
Probably could.
Coyote colored red wolf.
Be colored red wolf.
a blue red fox. I like blue red fox. I'm gonna call you that from now on.
Just blue Vulpus Vulpus.
See, there's so many things I want to say, but it's all mean, and I'm questioning everything. Because I'm just like, I can say that.
Again, you're
no, I
not a mean
can't.
person. Just the words out of your mouth are mean.
Nico's like, shit. What do I do? They got me.
I was gonna say they could just put extinct wolf.
Wow.
Except they're not extinct.
We're not extinct.
they're
We're,
endangered.
we're endangered. Get it right.
And by the time they get the code in,
Yeah.
Wow! I like that you're a unicorn now. You're a beautiful unicorn, Pharaoh.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I love the the nutsack eyebrows that you've got going.
Yeah, and it's working great for you.
It's lovely.
If I move my eyebrows, I can make it wiggle.
Also,
you
quick
could
shout
also move
out
your
to my
hand.
friend V Werewolf for the shirt that I'm wearing. It's the Full Moon Club shirt that has like all the scratch marks in the back, and it's really cozy and comfortable, and I really like it. And I tweeted at him because he was really nice that he sent that to me. Anyway, Pharaoh's playing with Twin Tails stuff.
Pharaoh, it took you so little time to do this.
He did that like when we took it out of the box.
I took it out of the box.
That sounds about
immediately
right.
these were on my nipples.
Pretty much.
That sounds about right.
Toss me my dragon.
Your dragon, you've claimed him as your dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need a stress ball.
You can't give me beakers made
Thank
out of
you.
silicone and not expect me to play with them.
What are these guys? They're ghosts.
Is it literally going to be your stress ball
They're
now,
so
Nico?
cute.
Yeah.
This one has a cute little spooky face. He has like 2 little fangs, but they're more like little nubs. They're
I
not
like
like sharp in any
his
kind of way. They're
face
just little.
They sent us like a creators pack of like
They
Halloween
they
stuff.
sent us like an adventure pack of silicone things,
I like it.
which is awesome. Thank you, Twin Tail Creations, for sending a box of things to distract all of my co-hosts.
I need it right now.
I want another blue one.
Then go buy a blue one.
Yeah, then go buy
You can
one.
use your own code
Yeah,
to
you
get
can use your own
15% off.
coupon code.
For beakers?
I'm sure.
I just want beakers.
I'm sure you can.
You know, if they still have them, they're probably on like clearance.
You can find out on their website.
Yeah, but
Sponsor.
wait, but like, this is great. This is great. Great 10 out of 10 content right now. Okay.
Just to,
Anyway,
this is what the sound of a sponsorship sounds like.
Oh, you should try to like do it with like the dick set part in your hand. There you go.
That's better.
there you go.
There we go.
Nice.
Is that a one-handed clap?
It's a
I
horse-
could do a one-handed clap. It's really sad.
Really? Oh, is that the thing where you like
But that's
flip your
just-
hand around?
that's-
Yeah.
I could do like a disappointing clap where it's like,
Like you lost in like Smash or
It's a
something.
dick clap.
It's gotta really hurt the horse. That's really gotta hurt the horse.
yeah.
Well, that's a stress test. You just gotta
That was a durability test right
you
there,
gotta keep
folks.
banging it on
This,
that shit.
this is like the adult version of when you were a little kid and you like flicked the door stoppers and you like did this. kind of
Again,
shit.
Literally, he
out
did
of the
that.
box.
He did that.
You did.
Yeah, he did.
You can't give me silicone things and not expect me to play with them like instantaneously.
I feel like you can't give any furry silicone things and not expect them to play with them.
Yeah, so Faye was immediately like, here's the box.
Cleaning instructions. Yeah, cleaning instructions. Oh my goodness. They got us these are expensive. They gave us a lot of. Oh my god.
Yeah. Very quickly.
I was so happy by it.
Let's see how long it takes Pharaoh to put him on his nipples. And
There.
they go. Pretty much. That was how that went. Yeah.
Literally out of the bag. Wing.
I want to keep him.
Thank
He's
you.
mine.
Yeah.
That looks so bad.
Try it. It's
Try
addicting.
it? Oh, shit.
It's so much fun.
Put him on your udders.
Yeah. Just and then flick him with.
I hate that I like this.
You hate that you like
I
it?
hate that I like it.
It's fun. I don't know why.
I feel like an idiot.
Moving on.
Nico, did you try it?
No.
Well, now it's
Yeah,
time.
now you gotta
Now
try
it's
it.
try
I
it.
have to.
That's weird.
I know, but don't you like it?
Just the fact you feel like a little bit of a wiggle. It's like
But don't you like it?
I don't know. Because you just kind of feel like a little like.
I love how we've been sent dildos, and we're like
more obsessed with the
potions on our
Let
nipples.
Paradox try.
Yeah. Oh.
And then we got to talk about MFF. Okay. Right. I don't like that. It's like,
But you feel it.
it shakes your whole rib cage.
It's like a little like it feels like a little, and that's it. But
Like door stoppers on your nipples.
Yeah, I feel like
it's weird.
I feel like you're like lying on something springy and the whole thing, like your whole chest is vibrating. It's really weird. I don't like it.
Give me my beakers back. I claimed these.
Anyway. So MFF is coming up, otherwise known as Chicago's Winter Meat and Fuck.
Also, wouldn't those be flasks?
They're my beakers.
No, they're not flasks.
I'm actually gonna look it up because I don't remember.
They definitely
I'm gonna look
are.
it up just because I can be
I believe they are flasks. Right?
I believe that's more of the scientific term.
Yes, that's what I. Yeah,
And
fuck that.
not like a magical kind of like. I don't think they use flask.
That would just call it a bottle,
It would be a flask.
and it's a flask.
So the whole time we've been talking about, for those who can't see, we're talking about flasks.
I can't see right now, so that's okay.
The chat room is telling me that this is what I'm owed for what's going on.
So what happens when you send us stuff? Like,
Sponsor.
Pretty much. So anyway, who's going to MFF?
Nah,
No.
Really?
Well, I wanted to, but it's like school.
I have work.
That happens to a lot.
The thing is, I'm gonna try my best to make it next year, just because like I'm not super duper comfortable with like MFF, and like the reason is because it's so chaotic and so like everyone's in one place, and I don't feel like I would really thrive in that environment quite yet.
It is casually like 12,000 people.
Yeah, I
lot.
don't feel like I'd thrive in that environment yet. I want to like go to FE, AC next year, and then I'll probably try MFF.
Yeah. Did you end up getting a room, Faye?
I already had me and CJ have
Yeah.
a room.
Oh,
Yeah, we won
nice.
the room lottery.
Oh, you won the room
because one of
lottery.
their friends didn't like enter, and they were like, "Why the fuck didn't you enter?" But they got the room anyway.
What the fuck?
Still, I already have a room, so
Yeah, so Faye's fine.
Oh, jeez.
How are you doing with the room?
We have a suite. So
Cool beans.
Yeah, we didn't
One could say.
originally. We lost the lottery.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet that we have a suite.
Technically, that's a pun. Or is that a double entendre? I don't know.
That's more of a double. Well, a double entendre is a type of pun. I'm pretty sure.
Either way, the bell has been rung, and I'm not going to withdraw it. So.
Okay.
You can't withdraw a bell ring.
We need to
You
get.
can
I
reverse
need to
the
get like a
show.
reverse bell sound effect.
That's why I need a soundboard.
Yeah.
Wait, so if you can,
I want a soundboard so then when I get
do we
tired...
have an?
I
Can
feel
you
like if
record
you
and
had a
just, like,
soundboard,
reverse
Oh,
it?
I'd have-
you would use that more
Yeah,
than
I
you would
could do that.
talk.
No,
So
okay.
if you wait, if you ring the bell, can you reverse the ring?
Yeah, I can do this. Hold on.
Do you want me to click it?
All right. So do it in the mic right.
Hold it up to the mic a little bit.
Yeah. I'll give you the cue. Ready? And. Okay. And then let me see. Let me just clean it
I
up.
think this is
a
gonna
little
sound really
It's going
weird.
to sound exactly
Yeah.
the same, probably.
Effect.
So we-
Let me see.
That's it.
No, not reverb. Hold on. Effect. All right, here we go. Ready? It's only gonna be in the one channel. Let me turn that on. Fix that. Okay, here we go. Well, that was,
It sounds very similar, just has like a little like crisper ending.
yeah, pretty much.
It has a crisper ending.
Crisp.
You know what I could do? Let me just clean this up a little bit. Let's see, fade in and then separate tracks. There we go. And now I made it a little quicker, so it's.
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of is the CinemaSins YouTube channel.
Cinema
Yeah.
Sins? Oh,
'cause
yeah,
that's
they
right.
do
They
that.
do that. They reverse the ring. Yeah, there you go.
So we have a reverse ring, so you can take back a bell.
I'll just leave that open. So we can take back puns if they're not puns. Ah,
No, you can't take my power away from me. It's mean. Also, if I had a soundboard of myself, I would only use it at the end of the show when I'm really tired and I'm just like, I'd just have like a button that says like meh, or yeah.
But you make
I would
those
just-
noises
I know.
subconsciously anyway.
I know.
You'd have
but
like
then
a
I could
chart
be
of
like
like
back
all your
here and be
reactions.
like meh,
Yeah.
meh,
Meh. Meh.
and then
Oh,
like
I'd get so fucking tired of that.
and then like if I'm not here, we could just like Paradox could have it and just be like, hey Nico, what do you have to say about this?
Yeah. Nobody would know that you aren't here.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you do just sit back and you say those noises.
I do.
There's always a phase. It's usually within the last like half hour. And
Yeah,
you're
because
just
the last
like,
half hour I'm like, oh my god.
Well, anyway, I had a graphic for discussing MFF, but I don't know if anybody wants to
A
discuss
graphic?
MFF.
Let's look at the graphic.
A graphic.
The
Well,
graphic.
basically, MFF is just going to be fucking insane. And also, for anybody there, if you want to be part of our Patreon shoutouts, meet us by the elevators on the one day. I'm not sure which day, but one of the days.
See, I kind of wish that they had like a summer like MFF meet where it's like a barbecue and then it could be like Chicago's summer meat, MEAT, and fuck.
Meet.
Like meat.
Yeah.
You can have steaks.
Welcome to the Roundup. A Roundup is a segment where we throw a bunch of rapid-fire news links at you for you to check out on your own, after the show, when you have time, when the episode's posted. I always do like the back and forth thing. I don't know why I do that, to be honest. But anyway, this is the Roundup. And the first thing in the Roundup is that the Eurasian repository is out of IPv4 addresses. It finally happened. So North America, Aaron is finally out, and now Ripe, or Reap? I think it's Ripe, is out of IPv4, and there's a couple posts about that they completely ran out, which means now companies are going to have to buy, sell, and trade. In particular, with one of our servers in a data center, we wanted another couple IPv4 addresses to do some other stuff with some of our routing, and we were hosting game servers and stuff. And our hosting provider was like, well, why do you want that? We're like, because we want to host this thing, and we can't host it on the same, because it's the same port and everything. And they were like, well, but you're going to have to pay for that. And we're like, yeah, okay, so we'll pay for it. And we had to pay, I think, $5 a month for, an extra IP or two. And then they were like, oh, well, we're going to check back with you in a week to make sure you're actually using it. It is getting really expensive these days. Of course, ISPs don't matter because they own enough of them for the amount of customers that they have already. But if you are in the hosting business, it might be a little challenging. So everybody should, if you're nerdy and into computer stuff, you should look up IPv6 because it's actually pretty cool and it actually works really well. And by the way, everything that we do, all of our hosting, websites, episode downloads, everything supports IPv6, including our chat network even. So, yeah, we're not that really solves the problem of the fact that V4 is expensive. Anyway, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. We're going to move on to the next thing. Twitter is going to be removing inactive accounts and free up usernames in December. Finally! There have been accounts, I think somebody took, Paradox Wolf in, 2008 or something like that and made one tweet and then never used the account again. It wasn't Paradox Wolf. It was another account. Maybe it was the Xana Creations one or whatever. Another thing that's interesting. So I figured out that Xana is free. So I figured, ooh, that'd be great. I'll change our Xana Creations Twitter account to just the Xana account for the overall company. And Twitter doesn't let you make usernames that are only 4 characters anymore. Even though there are people with 3 character names.
Yeah.
Ner, looking at you, Ner. But anyway, you have to have 4 characters now, even if it's free. I guess because of abuse, maybe?
Huh.
But, yeah, so I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I might try and snag the @Arreo because that is an inactive account.
You probably should not have said that.
Someone else is going to take it now.
And they're going to be like, ha! Then I'm going to have to pay them for it.
See, I'm going to
I'll pay you for it.
I'll do it.
Nico, I'll give you $10 if you
No.
did it. You're just going to do it? Oh my god, you're
gonna
going to... No, you're going to make it your main Nico account.
No,
but
no.
with the @Arreo.
What I would do is I would have it, and I would just post things that you say.
Oh my
And,
god. Oh my god.
I have a picture of you doing a
That's
stupid
so-
face,
No!
and I'd make sure you know everything that's on it. I
Like
still
a
give you
tweet,
access.
like a tweet bot, but
Pretty much.
just
But it
I'll just follow them around.
misquoting him.
that'd be so fun. You could...
I would do it.
I don't like that. I really don't like that.
I'm thinking of other
There'd
ways
be
that
people who would think that you're mean,
I know.
and you could say shitty things. And
Oh
they'd
no,
be like,
I would
wow.
not lie about anything.
Oh, okay, good.
I wouldn't make up quotes. I would just actually just choose really out of context quotes from you.
See, but I tweet really out of context quotes from me anyway.
I know, but I would choose
But the question
bad
is,
stuff.
the question is, which one is the real Arreo?
Dun, dun, dun.
No, I'm the real Arreo.
I'm Dirty Dan.
The next thing I had in the roundup was actually the cow VR thing, but I'm going to skip it for now because I know you wanted to read it later. Next thing in the roundup in that case is Logo put out an interesting piece called "Making Fetch Happen: A Guide to Becoming a Gay Pup."
Why do you have to be a gay pup? Why can't you just be a pup?
That's true, actually.
That is true. That is true.
Why does it have to be anything about gay? There are female pups. There are bitches.
Are they actually called bitches?
I mean, if I
like
were
it.
a female pup, I'd like it.
You have bitches and pups.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I keep an article from Logo about that. Next, shout out to Ash Coyote and Ash Filmmaker, as in furry filmmaker. Both of them have finally come out with a trailer for the fandom documentary, which I guess there was a huge Kickstarter for.
High school was rough. High school was rough. Once I discovered the fandom, I could chat with people online. I could express my creativity. I could make friends.
I think people join furry because the fandom focuses on understanding yourself and expressing it.
It's not just about the animal characters, it's about the people. We've got writers, artists, animators, performers, musicians. It's like a party.
Well, let me tell you a story. It was always about this thing. It was not about us. And if you asked who we were and could you point at us, they wouldn't know. We never wanted to be celebrities.
We'd started an anime club in 1977, and it was the first anime club. But a lot of the people were also into animal characters.
Rod and Mark are effectively the grandparents of the furry fandom. They are the ones who helped put together the first furry parties.
Is this a little better?
They are the ones that helped put together the first furry convention in 1989.
In the very beginning of the fandom, it was all about the art.
They had the same revelation as I did. I'm not the only one.
People started discovering that there was, in fact, an LGBT contingent in the furries. And it was positive.
It was like a quest to find more people who liked the same thing we liked.
It had a really good run, but then there was negative publicity about it.
It was viewed as, what is this deviant thing? It's all about the sex.
Unfortunately, that was the image that was now given, and this is what the world was seeing.
You don't tell your family, you don't tell your work, you don't tell other people.
Furry fandom has attracted every stripe of the political spectrum. We could all sit around and discuss Donald Duck, but if we got into whether or not there should be gay marriage allowed, there would be bottles being thrown.
The pushback against adult content in furry is an attempt to push LGBT furs out of furry.
For a lot of people, this community helped them discover what that means. How could you just try to say it doesn't exist? That's insane.
When I transitioned, I actually started first in art. As I transitioned, so did my character, and it really helped me cope with it.
I found my best friends in the fandom. I found my boyfriend through the fandom.
We are not just here for fluffy fun. We're here to help each other. And we are helping each other.
The fandom is something I'm the most proud of in my life. And I felt, I'm home. I'm finally home.
So shout out to Ash for the amazing trailer for that film.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job.
And they really are. So that's coming out in 2020. And you can learn more. Of course, that was posted on Ash Coyote's YouTube channel. But I believe there is a Kickstarter for the film as well. And all kinds of other ways to support and learn more about it. So yeah, shout out to Ash for that. I like how they actually went back to some of the original people who kind of were there in the beginning and going through everything that they went through to kind of make the fandom what it is today. That's like really awesome. We should have Ash on. I should see if Ash wants to be on the show.
That'd be fun.
Ash, if you're listening, hi.
We could also do a fur features.
Yeah, that would actually be good. Yeah, I could do a fur features on that. And you know what I could do too is I think they're going to be at MFF. So maybe, I think both of the Ashes. That's the other thing confusing. There's two people named Ash. There's Ash Coyote, as in Ash, whose husband is Chip Fox. And then there's Ash Furry Filmmaker, who made the original, like, older furry documentary that was out, which I think I also bought at one point. Mm-hmm. But, yeah. Next, in the roundup, Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, no.
Is doing a Friday...
I love their Black Friday
AI challenge. And apparently they're challenging, this year Black Friday, we taught a computer to write Cards Against Humanity cards. Now we're putting it to the test. And they have their writers in a room with a line drawn across the floor, and on the other side of the room is just a fucking printer. And apparently you have to vote on whether you like AI or the human ones more. And apparently the human ones sold slightly more. They said, update, the writers sold 2% more packs, so the jobs will be replaced by automation later instead of right now. Happy holidays. But they also, in here, so these are the AI cards versus the human cards. Might be easier to see on the TV for some of you guys in the studio. Well, so the number one human card is losing a loved one to Fox News. These amazing testicles I'm about to share with you. My favorite one from the AI is sitting on my son's bed and thinking, I could kill him. I like how straight up fucking a computer was made by the AI. There's just so many of these.
Nothing, bitch.
A drinking problem, for being honest. That one's pretty good.
Big dreams, big balls, big tits.
Big, powerful poops.
Wow.
Oh my god, big head. Gary's dad. Gary. Like, some of these are really good. Like, that the AI came up with, apparently. But the Q&A.
Wait, there was one about puppies.
There was?
Hold on. It was on the... No, it's right. It's number 15.
Thinking about puppies or giving a blowjob. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna upvote that one. The best, though, is the frequently asked questions. For Black Friday, Codes Against Humanity are biting AI. Why is this happening? Listening. We only care about two things: reducing labor costs and increasing comedy efficiency. What does this have to do with Black Friday? This whole thing is an elaborate stunt to gain attention, and make money while overworking our employees. Isn't that what Black Friday is all about? And then is the AI writing? The AI is writing so many cards. Does it ever get tired? No. It's an unfeeling automation that never eats lunch, takes a smoke break, or joins a union.
Ooh.
Oh my god, it's just so great. What will happen if I buy both packs? You'll receive both packs. When will I receive my packs? Since humans are still involved in the manufacturing and shipping process, the packs won't ship until next month. You'll probably get them by Christmas. It just goes on and on.
Wait, there was one about the AI being imprisoned.
Where was that one? Will the AI imprison my mind with some kind of virtual hell if I don't buy its pack? Hard to say. Better buy the pack just to be safe.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I love Cards Against Humanity, like just advertising that they do. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah. And they apparently put a bunch of documentation on how they actually did the AI, or the machine learning algorithm rather, and how they trained it, and
Ooh.
Culture, grammar, spelling. Our cards butts Obama.
Wow. Those are the ingredients.
Those are the ingredients, apparently. But yeah, so shout out to Cards Against Humanity for that ridiculousness. Next, an interesting talk was given at DEF CON about hacking Telegram.
Thank you all for coming to our last talk of the day today. Next up, we have Vitor Ventura, who will be speaking about how to hack, or snoop at least, all Telegram messages.
Thank you.
I can still get us tickets
Good
to that.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just a little bit about me. I've worked.
So he goes on to talk about how easy it is to clone sessions. So he's not necessarily talking about any of the encryption stuff, but actually the really bad way that Telegram handles authenticating sessions that could actually really easily be cloned in a way where somebody would have full access to your account without you necessarily knowing, and they would be able to possibly even decrypt everything. Now, he also goes on to talk about how Telegram does not use end-to-end encryption by default. You have to use the secret chats for that. So using secret chats is a lot better if you do end up doing that. However, there's also some sketchy stuff about Telegram's crypto. A lot of people think it's backdoored, and that's a separate conversation, though. But in this talk, he just talks mostly about cloning the sessions on the different devices. And also, I guess a lot of Telegram chats are not encrypted on the device, or rather, the storage of all your media is not encrypted on the device. But it's an interesting talk if you're interested in security and learning more about that stuff. And if you're really into InfoSec, you probably already know about it. Speaking of InfoSec, there's a tweet that's been going around that says, please quote this tweet with a thing that everybody in your field knows and nobody in your industry talks about because it would lead to general chaos. And there's actually some fascinating responses to this. I mean, like nurses and doctors have been responding to it. Things about like the way, money is traded, and like people who like revealing all kinds of secret, like things that you'd read it and you go, yeah, okay, I kind of guessed that, But this response tops it for me. Telecommunications as a whole, which also encompasses the internet, is in a constant state of failure, and just-in-time fixes and functionality, all modern communication would collapse if about 50 people, most of which are furries, decided to turn their pager off for a day. And this person is not a furry who's saying this. But yeah, this tweet, there's all kinds of stuff. People who know about like internet and data logging, people who work retail. There's all kinds of like, it's an interesting thread of people kind of revealing neat secrets about things. Next in the roundup. So you guys know how the 11'8" bridge got raised, and it's now, what is it, 12'4"?
11'9".
11'9". No, it's 12'4". So you can see it's all new construction now. Yeah, guess what?
No!
It's still hitting trucks. And a piece of the truck fell off. I guess it's been hitting less of them, obviously, since they raised it up. But speaking of crashing, Crash visited the bridge.
Of course he did.
Seu Crash, eu tô aqui na ponte, meus pés e 8 polegadas. I think I go English this time.
He, I guess, ends up driving up to it.
Guys, here I am on Durham, near Raleigh, North Carolina, about to visit my bridge sauna. Yeah.
It is his bridge sauna.
It crashes.
Get it?
The 11'8".
Because it's short and it crashes things. This fucking bridge.
Look at it. Approaching, going under. This is a very small bridge where a lot of trucks crash at. Woo! Famous!
I think that was right before they did the construction when they filmed that, so a little bit out of date there, but yeah.
Still crashing! Hi guys! I'm here at 11'8" bridge! Look at it! Woo! If you know what that is, just Google it up or search on YouTube. The 11'8" bridge. It's the hungriest bridge in America. It has crashed thousands of different trucks because it's so short, like me, and it crashes. So it's just like me. This is my bridge sauna right there. Yeah.
I love Crash.
I love Crash so much.
He's adorable.
Oh,
He's
God.
adorable.
Yeah.
So if you haven't met him yet, he's
last two
just
things.
like that in person.
He is like that in person. He's one of those people that just has endless energy, or seemingly.
I
has
don't know
endless
how he
energy.
has so much energy constantly.
So, once again, we are not a gaming podcast, but I do want to shout this out because it's one of my favorite games of all time. There's a new version of Stanley Parable coming out called Stanley Parable Deluxe, but they had to delay the game. But they had to delay the deluxe release, rather. But they did it in the best way possible. They put out a trailer pretending to read fan letters, where all of the fan letters are people begging them to delay the game. So then they said, fine, we'll delay the game.
Wow.
It's the dumbest shit. It's very them.
I've been looking forward to that.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, we've been hard at work and had little time to share updates. So I thought it would be nice to take a moment to respond to a few of the letters and emails we've received from you, the fans. Let's open up the mailbag and have a look. Here we have a letter from Tim Richmond, who writes, "Hello. I've been looking forward to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe and excited to see the new endings, but something has been bothering me. When you announced the game, you announced it for 2019. Is that really feasible?"
And it's just, all it is letters from fake people begging them to delay the game. Saying that it needs to be the best game ever.
How do you know it's fake people?
Because
it's fake people.
I don't know. How do you know?
I don't know.
How would you know it's real people?
How would you know it's not real people?
I don't know.
There's no argument either way.
Now, did they say?
Yeah. But anyways, so Stanley Parable, if you guys have not played it, it's a super trippy psychological game, and I love it. It's
amazingly dumb and amazingly awesome.
Delay the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe to 2020. To sometime, probably before summer. But it sort of depends on the specifics of how development goes. You spoke these words to us, and we are listening. Rise up, gamers. Rise and make your demands. Rally behind these words. Etch them in your soul. Die for them if you have to. Let nothing stand between you, all of you, and this valiant future you have collectively willed into being. A future where the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe comes out in 2020. Together, we will create this world for the people, for the gamers, for you.
There were a bunch of people in the comments that were like, I can't believe the narrator just called me a gamer. But anyway, so shout out to those guys for that.
Who do we know that worked for?
Hayu. Yeah.
Is he still working on this one?
I don't know. We'll have to ask him. Hayu, if you're listening, you should call in and tell us if you're still working on that game.
Is that why he's been called in a long time?
Yeah, because they had to delay the game. Now he's got free time because the fans begged him to delay it, right? Anyway, the last thing in the roundup is a fucking weird-ass story. I'm not even going to get into it because it's politics. But apparently this is an actual court filing now. Cows don't have fingers and therefore cannot insult Devin Nunes on Twitter.
Court filing.
Shit.
Huh.
I don't... Yeah. I don't...
Okay. What?
Also, Devin Nunes is a shitty person.
He looks like a shitty white person.
I don't know. He seems pretty okay to me.
No, I was gonna say, like, you can't insult him.
He seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nico, you can't insult him.
Yeah, Nico, you can't be mean.
Well, actually, I don't know. Can a bull
I can
insult
be
him?
mean. I have
They said
fingers.
cows. He's not a cow. He's a bull.
I don't want to risk it. I don't know. He seems a pretty stand-up guy.
Okay.
I mean, we could glue like fake udders onto him and call him a
Well,
cow.
you got the flasks, so just like.
Oh, also,
you know you can get fake udders that like you can fill with stuff.
I know they're disturbing.
Oh, can you
fill them with alcohol and walk around a con?
Okay, never mind. I might actually.
And then just
consider
like,
doing that at
like
some
someone's like, I really wish I had like vodka, and you'd be like, left tit.
That's very you, but it's very me to accept that like option. If you were like bull, consider. I'd be like,
I'd be like the weirdest and so like
you
a
have to be
keg
kind of
stand.
firm then, because you have to have a dick and tits.
Just hide it. Just cover it.
By the way, Devin Nunes is actually an asshole.
I didn't doubt that.
Okay, yeah, no, he's like a really shitty guy.
No, he's not.
Yeah, no, he's...
We both can't insult him. That's what we're joking. You keep saying he's not because you can't insult him.
I love it.
Oh, yeah. He can't say mean things.
Why would I want to?
Anyway, this isn't a roundup item, but I just want to shout it out as well. Kerfluffle is just about to start their live stream of everybody on the streetcar. The live stream isn't up yet, but it is about to get started. And
Did they have to add more streetcars?
Some of our fans are there as well, including, I believe, Coda.
Astro and Coda.
Yeah, Astro, Coda, and Sun are there.
They should play FurCast while on the tram.
Oh, he actually did say he Coda wants to try to like put the live stream on,
And then we could live stream them live watching us on live stream.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
We should text Coda like when we're about to like, cut to them, and then have Coda and like Astro dance around.
I love the art, how like he's getting electrocuted, and shout out to Skylar who's in here, and then Av who's in the front, apparently driving it. Fuzzy tracks. Anyway, shout out to the Kerfluffle guys, they're awesome.
I don't trust Av driving anything with more than one wheel.
I'm gonna go ahead and call him out live on air. I've been in Av's car, and he's one of those people that just fucking goes, if you know what I mean. He's one of those
And that's
people
a lot for you to say, because you crank it too. You go.
You go.
Yeah.
See, if I
Gotta
went
go fast.
If I went as fast as Paradox, I would get a ticket. I've gotten more tickets than him, and I go slower than him. I have the worst luck when it comes to tickets.
That's why, like,
And I drive a fucking Prius.
I have the worst luck when it
my
comes
wife
to
says
tickets.
I drive like an old woman. I was like, I've never got a ticket. And if I was like, as soon as I go 5 miles over the speed limit, I will get a ticket. Doesn't matter.
yeah.
I could drive people that are going 30 over the speed limit. The cop will completely bypass them, and they'll give me a ticket for 5 over.
No, it's a good philosophy to have.
Faye, how many tickets do you think I've had?
Oh, I know you've had like 20 at
Not
least.
20.
6.
In your
It's like
lifetime, I
6
feel
or
like you've
7.
had a lot.
It's like
of
6 or
tickets.
7.
I feel like it's like every other week.
That's not every other week. It's I get at least one a year usually.
Well, isn't people that you drive with get tickets too?
No,
he said
Bluegrass
he-
got one.
He said that he hadn't been.
Okay,
Got a
no,
ticket
no.
before Bluegrass.
I thought your mom got a ticket while you were driving with her too.
My mom got a ticket. I was just in the back of the car because I was like younger.
That's what I was saying.
She got one, and she was going 2 miles over the speed limit.
How do they even give you a ticket for that?
My mom's like, how? Wait, she argued it like to the police officers. Like, do you want another one? And mom's like,
so he
she got the ticket, and then
That must have been.
You know, I've
She
never
went
really
to
been
the-
pulled over, gone through advanced screening at the border until I had Nico in my car.
That's true. We had one too, didn't we?
Yeah, I got. 6
I know you did one for him, but I think we got one too.
Oh, the border was so funny.
Oh, and my favorite part was when you had the pup hood in the car,
Hold
and
on.
the customs agent was like, "I am not even going to touch that."
Yeah, she was like, I'm not even gonna touch that. I'm going.
You had a box of dildos.
I still love that my fursuit bin had, because when we had the dildo display in the downstairs, well, I just dumped everything off display when we were cleaning out the thing, and it was half of it was in my fursuit bin, and I was like, I told Nico when he got like detained, I was like, there's a lot of the dicks that were in the closet in that bin right now.
I just like that you had like a knife in your pocket, and you're like, I'm glad they didn't go in my pocket.
Oh yeah, they didn't have any weapons
knife.
on me. I didn't even realize until I got to FE. I checked my back pocket. I was like, oh, my utility knife. Which they patted me down too.
Yeah.
So I was like, you guys suck at your jobs.
Hi, Canada. We love you.
Anyway.
Yeah, Canada's pretty cool. Anyway, I looked up what she said, because I remember I tweeted it after it happened. She goes, I'm not touching that with my bare hands. What is that? And I said, I said, just a mask. And she goes, just a mask?
On guard.
And those were the words. I remember it. It was fun.
Also,
I said on guard.
Looks like they're the Kerfluffle live stream. You can watch them if you guys want to put that on. Watch some fursuiters dance around. It's twitch.tv/furrykerfluffle.
You guys are doing this without a camera on you.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You don't need a camera.
We don't need a camera,
to
Nico.
battle.
We don't need any incentive to do battle.
Dick battle.
Cockfights. This is durability testing.
Yeah.
From our new sponsors.
Sponsor.
It's
See,
like
this
one of
sponsored.
them snaps right now.
So Twin Tail Creations.
Look at how
you're paying
durable
for this.
yeah.
It's durable. That'll hold up.
You're paying for this, Twin Tail.
Your dick will, your butt will thank you, or vag. We don't discriminate here.
Okay.
Thanks.
Then. Cool.
Anyway, so
Hey, Paradox, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Do you want to move on to like news or anything, or?
I don't know. I think we can just let this go for a little bit. I like how you cut to the other screen and it's still just like in your face. They're in every camera.
It really works your arm. Like I'm getting like definitely like a muscle going.
gotta switch
Oh, you got
arms.
switching arms already?
Yeah.
Weakling.
I'm not a weakling. I'm just being efficient. I'm wearing you out while your arm is weak.
Anyway.
Left-handed dicks.
All right. This is going great.
You're gonna
so far.
spill your iced tea everywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you whack that over, I'm gonna kill you.
It'll be like the
You can have technical
parting of the Red
difficulty, like-
Seas here.
So anyway, do we want to jump into news or do you want to do a break?
It's been an hour. We can do a break right now.
We can do a break.
I
All
vote
right.
break.
How's yours hold up?
It held up
Mine's
pretty
still
well.
fine.
Yeah, mine too.
Let me see.
No breaks or anything.
Nice.
That's good durability testing.
Yeah.
Yank it
As
off
you
the table.
yank the fucking table.
Oh, for real.
It's a little dusty now.
Like, it was really stuck on there.
Well, to be fair, so is that the suction cup one, or I think
That's
this
the
one is-
suction cup.
Look at
that's-
this, okay?
There we go. Oh my god.
That'll stay.
Wait, can you do that in slow motion? Can you stick it to the table and do like a close up of it, and just let him let go of it? Like start stretching it, but just let go.
Like a. I love
I'm
how,
so happy that this company is giving us money.
yeah. They knew what they were sponsoring.
Yeah, they knew.
They
we
did.
asked them. I was like, "Do you know what you're sponsoring?"
We're like, are you sure you don't want editorial control over our show? And they're like, nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
Genital jousting. I like that.
Genital
Oh,
jousting.
that's
a game.
Damn it. That's the name of
That's
a
a game.
It's the name of a game.
Can I see?
Oh my god, if we ever live stream
All right.
anything, can we live stream that?
All right, guys. So I do actually, if we are going to go on break, can I actually
Such
do
a
the
pretty
sponsor
bottom,
read?
though.
I know.
I'm asking you guys.
What?
Can I do the sponsor read?
I mean,
So that we can
yeah,
go on
because
break.
you're the one that knows it.
Well, yeah. Okay. So anyway.
Bitch, you were playing with it for so long.
But I...
On God, we joust.
Nico's arms aren't long enough.
And you wonder why I'm mean.
He grabbed the larger one to compensate for his short arms.
This has a good thwack. You can really hurt somebody with this.
They need like a thwack rating on all their product listings.
A thwack rating?
A thwack rating. Let me do. Oh God! Ah! That's like. God, that's a.
Well, what do you want? So
Like when you hit me in the knot. Hit me with the knot.
See, okay.
Nice.
Hit me with the knot. Ow!
So that's tip first. But
Wait,
if I
do
go
that again.
balls first,
Ah!
There we go.
Nice.
Oh, wow. That one kind of hurts.
This episode of FurCast is unfortunately sponsored
Unfortunately.
by... Not unfortunately.
Jesus! Where did my can go? There's nothing in it.
Dusty.
I'm so glad there wasn't anything in that can. I just like flipped dildoed.
Can you calm down just a little bit?
Oh.
Just
Yeah,
a
so
little.
then you can have your dildo.
Just
We
a
have
little.
dicks on the table. No, I cannot calm down.
The sponsor read is 30 seconds, and I haven't even gotten to it. Because you guys
It's
are throwing...
Twin Tail.
You guys are throwing
Dicks.
All right.
Wait,
Anyway.
you throw like the little...
Shut up!
Throw the little dildos at him, I guess he reads.
Oh my god, I'm done.
Just like poke him in the face with it.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
You can poke me in the... Although they're not going to see it.
Yes, they're not going to see it.
They're not going to see it. So they're just going to hear me getting poked in the face. Okay.
No, I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to get him to land.
I'm trying to get him to... All right. Anyway, this episode of FurCast is sponsored by Twin Tail Creations. Yes. They are kind of a newer company. They're trying to get their name out there. Of course, you can use the coupon code RedWolf and Blue Fox to save 15% at checkout.
Use Blue Fox if you're kinky.
Yeah, use Blue Fox if you're kinky. They are high quality, durable. They are carefully made, all for reasonable prices. They come in all kinds of pretty colors. You can even ask for custom patterns. Also, this is awesome. They ship discreetly, so the boxes are unmarked, and they just say TTC LLC on them in the credit transaction. And when they ship internationally, it's Silicon Sculpture is the name of it. Like on the customs form, it just says Silicon Sculpture. So if you've got some housemates that you're living with and you're not too sure, you can always
I'm not
get
too sure
those
about
from
my
them.
housemates.
And they have stock and customs model available. This is a line that we had decided on when we did the meeting with the sponsor. So I have to say this. They have love poured into every mold.
You have to have like a little like twinkle sparkle like effects. Like
I do. I do need to get that.
We did the same exact fucking
Also,
shit.
FurCast fans are encouraged to reach out to us if you have any issues or any questions. Share your experience. If you like them, we would love to hear it, especially in our chat room. And also, Twin Tail Creations will be at MFF, so you can check them out at their booth and say hi to them.
They are cheaper than Bad Dragon.
Yes.
Somehow got Mountain Dew on the little screen. I don't have anything to clean it.
So you're just using the blanket from the couch?
Yes!
There's no paper towel?
No, I looked.
This episode of FurCast was sponsored by
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Screen did you get covered in?
It's literally like everywhere.
Let's go on break.
Let's go on break.
Twin Tail Creations. That is TWINTAIL.
I do love these colors. They'll send us the little wheels.
They're
Yeah,
cute.
they're cool.
I have a blanket on my head.
This one has like purple. Like
You're listening to FurCast.
Support for FurCast comes from Patreon users, including Shaman the Photon Wizard, Fayun, Energize the Wolf, Sweetie Darling, Barnaby Fox, Frost Blaze, Anu Fox, Omega Zai, Binary Pause, Fireline Coyote, Biohazard, Code Yax, Fiasco, Tuki Ri, Lieutenant Fox, Calypso Collie the Fluffy Trucker, Mellow Wolf, Doxy, Arceus the Tiny Tiger, Cypher the Protogen, Meru Snowmew, D Otter, Ski Sharp, Nerd Hoof, Nether Lynx, Frost Wolgon, Donut, Jeb M16, Static the Scrap Goat, Taru the Yellow-Nosed Doggo, Cronass, Jax the Husky, Fuzzy the Fox, A Certain Horse, and Gaia Welling.
Additional support comes from social media. Twitter users: Commander Wolf 3, Alpha Werefox, Kazro Fox, XSS Fox, Drop Table Foxes, Perp House Tier, Anti-Blue Fox, Cody Boopers, Dapper Panther, Onyx Fox 23, BBQ Skunk, Kaz the Dreg, Rivik Wolf, John Crescent, Jared Tamanya, Zip Fox, Cyrus SL, The Other Commander Wolf on Twitter at FurWolf99, Brother Rat on Twitter at Ratus Spiritus, Zelig on Twitter at Stealthy Dragon, 12 on Twitter at The Lion Thing, Shua on Twitter at Pulsing Panther, and from YouTube channel, Joe G. Bear.
Additional support for FurCast comes from Devin D. Parlett and the Furry Hockey League at furryhockeyleague.com, Macrowolf at macrowolf.com. Shisha Sheppy, who's a good boy? Record not found in table Foxes with primary key Dark Fox DK. Harry Who Inkpen Mouse at harrywho.com. At Vel Platigon on Twitter for all your weird hybrid needs. Nadia Mayer's 3D printed crafts. Order Tar-rific fursuit accessories and handmade hardcover sketchbooks. Currently on sale on Telegram at Alice Tar. Silver Moonshine, maker of fluffy tales. Faix the Fulf, who says, greetings from sunny South Africa. Hack13 at hack13.me. At AlexGator300 on Twitter, creating pixel arts and being a filthy hybrid since 2012. Tantru with World and Rue View, providing fandom news since 2015. Spurigs, one of the only Ethiopian wolf degenerates in all of furry land. Kilo the Proteote, who says, Jessie is the best kitty. Cody Big Cat, who says, you know what they say about lions with big paws. We have big hearts. Light and Shadow the Wolf brothers, who say, puns are the best. Thanks, Nico. Patty, who says, what Socks says is true. Socks, who says, what Patty says is not true. Sasha Hyena on Telegram, who says, message them for an invite to the unofficial FurCast Minecraft server. Shocktro, who says, have you heard? I like to raise the stakes. It's unbelievable. Radio, who says, hoofs before woofs paradox. KobeCats.com. Take a bite out of art. We know you're hungry, so come get your paws and maws on a delicious piece of burger priced art. Ryko's furry fortune telling at its finest. Message them on Telegram at Obsidian Fox. Saucy Fox, who says, I'm trash, raccoons HMU. Checkers the Dragon. Chess is my safe word. Fishmeister Cod, still not a furry since February 2011. Sorcerer Dale, the Kilted Dragon. Find me on Telegram at Sorcerer Dale. Fisk_McTaggart on FA. Will draw for food. Max Shepard, who has been watching since the Bacon Felony. Little_Sunshine and Scootaloo with the unofficial XBN Xbox app at patreon.com/horseapps. FurCast's #1 wimpy fan, Tyler the Wesky. Chris Tale on FA, specializing in toonie art. I'm a couch and you can too. Find out more on Twitter at SignAutar. The Church of Issoir, worshipping lynx since the year Tuft. X the Fox, the real blue fox. Deal with it. Super Dwarf at anthrolinks.net. Donut Wolf at wufflabs.org. Skycorp, creating transformative technologies for mature audiences at skycorp.global. Zoopy the Barcode Kitty. Discookie, creating procedural beat maps for VR rhythm games. Kranos, who says, Circles are quite friendly and nice actually. Meds the Fox and Mississippi Anthropomorphics. Join us on Telegram at MSAnthro. Tequin, TC Fox, and Kaiwana of the Infosec Den in Wellington, New Zealand. Sylvan Scott, Grey Muzzle, Sword Rider, and Tabletop Gamer. Located on Twitter as at Sylvan_Scott and on Fur Affinity as Sylvan, with size-related stories and other speculative fiction. Shadowclaw Studios. Check out our Facebook page for links to our gaming streams. The Feline Support Alliance. Giving Jessie headaches since 2016. You got that right. Chacket Airlines. We always land on our feet. Silvergatomon at patreon.com/silvergatomon. Cheetah Paws for a daily dose of bulgy arts. Support him at patreon.com/cheetahpaws.
And a very special thanks to Blaze Fusky and Decibel Fox. Support for FurCast comes from Patreon and from fans like you. To become a patron and learn more about supporting FurCast, visit furcast.fm/donate.
This is XBN.
Shout out to Pedestrian Tactics for this awesome track. He has a video of him flying through Seattle on one of those motorized unicycles put to this track that he made called Where'd My Head Go?
Where'd my head go?
Shout out to Pedestrian Tactics for that one. And coming up is another classic that I play on our music show. It's called Lines of Snow by Snepid. Hope you guys are enjoying the show so far tonight. Join chat, furcast.fm/chat. You guys are listening to FurCast on XBN. Right now, Pharaoh's using a work light to try to get the ghosts that were sent to us by Twin Tails to glow in the dark. I'll show it on camera for a sec.
What?
All right. We're pretty much back.
There's some quality silicone sculptures.
Quality silicone sculptures.
They hold up to a work light really well. Just in case you were working out with glowing lights. And silicone sculptures. I don't know what people do.
Yeah, so shout out to Twin Tails, because now Pharaoh is putting your toys in front of a hot work light. Oh, the aircon. I'm gonna turn the aircon down there. So, all right, here, I'll kill the lights.
We're putting these through vigorous testing, okay?
I'm gonna kill the lights. You put them in front of the TV. There, you can put them in front of the TV whenever they're
done cooking.
Oh damn, they're really glowing actually. Oh damn.
Oh my goodness.
There we go. So now we have glow in the dark little Halloween ghosts, including the one that Nico liked.
I love my dragon.
The other lights?
All lights are off. This is just all the monitors.
What are the backlights?
Oh, these lights. Yeah, I can turn off those, but I can't turn off the other ones. Unfortunately. Yeah. Anyway, welcome back to FurCast.
We need like a dark switch that like just sets puts
a-
all the like monitors off for a second.
Like a blackout switch.
Yeah.
We could do that. Like script something out. You know, one thing that I always wanted was for anybody who saw Death Note, you'll know what I'm talking about. But they kind of did this like in Code Lyoko too, where like whenever the one guy would like call into the police station or wherever it was, all of the screens would just go blank and show the guy's logo, and then he would call in. And I was like, I wanted to do that so bad.
Can we put the table back down so I don't have to like be like a hamster and try to like look up to try to talk?
Make sure nothing's gonna get caught.
Oh no, a dildo! Oh no, a dildo!
Save it! Oh no!
It didn't get smushed.
It didn't.
No, it's just on the
It's on
ground.
the floor now.
We haven't
Save the dildo.
We haven't tested them through the combination of the desk.
Yeah. So Pharaoh was saying we should do like a bunch of like good idea, bad ideas.
Is very.
So Twin Tails, I'm not sure if you're listening to the show right now too, but you need to send us like the rejected
Paradox.
toys that you can't sell to anyone.
My mic won't stop moving.
Because we really want to do a good ideas, bad ideas.
Stop now, but it didn't.
Taking a toy. We don't want to ruin good toys.
We want to ruin the bad ones.
And be like, good idea. Lube, bad idea. Hydrochloric acid.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. The bowl has an otter box.
Well, that's the only kind of security.
No.
There's not like a Fox box. Like, I wish there was, because
an
I'd probably
outer
only
box.
buy Fox boxes. There is Fox delivery service, though.
I would never use it.
I really wanted to like work at either Fox delivery service or the Fox. There's Fox Pest Control, Fox Delivery Service, and then Fox
Equipment Co.
The Fox Equipment Co. All within the the
all
block
in our area. I would love it if you worked for Fox Equipment Co. I would die. I need to go get some Fox equipment. But yeah. Anyway, one of our cameras is about to drop out. So
there's no Bad Dragon toys on the table.
There is no Bad Dragon toys on the television.
Yeah, no, none of them are. They're all Twin Tails.
Yeah.
Come on, they're our sponsor.
Donut Wolf.
Who's Bad Dragon? Why would a dragon want to be bad?
You only want twin.
Mm-hmm.
And they have tails.
I did bring up a Bad Dragon toy.
Oh, you did? Oh, so that one is.
Get it off the table. They're not paying for it.
They're not paying for this.
We only want dicks that pay money.
Oh my god. I hate this.
Oh,
I guess it's over here now.
When's if we got sponsored by Bad Dragon 2?
And then we have to like battle the dicks. But anyway,
We could have like one side of the table be a twin tail and one side of the table be Bad Dragon, and we just have to throw them.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome back.
Damn it, I missed.
Look, so I just got a message. I don't know if he wants me to say his name. I just got a message from the sponsor that says, you can tell Pharaoh we have an entire bin of rejected products we can send.
Yes, please.
Oh my god.
Yes, please.
We're gonna do some terrible things with those. I'm not sure about them, but I will do terrible things with those toys. We still have bottles of hydrochloric acid in the garage.
Really?
Yeah.
I just imagine it like one of those like commercials too, where it's like, "Has this ever happened to you?" Yeah. And like tell you all the things not to do.
Like I'd feel bad like having them send us like good quality toys and then just taking hydrochloric acid and just like destroying them. That's why I was like, so they gotta have like rejected like shit toys that we could like aim the camera like half the toys like missing or something like that, but just like drop it into hydrochloric acid or drop it in the thing of J-Lube.
Yeah. So I actually have a question. Neth, I'm going to assume you're okay with me shouting you out, considering you messaged me this. I hope it's okay. Is it okay if I talk about this on air and mention you by name?
I mean, you already kind of did.
Well, I kind of did.
Oh my god! If we did get sponsored by another dildo company, we are doing like a Star Wars thing like, that Samuel Ronan said. Dun, 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 dun. Like, you have like the Jedi. Like
so Neth writes in and says, so I was thinking about getting a dildo from Twin Tails guys, but I live in Portugal and mailing service customs is absolutely insane and it sucks. There's a very high chance that if I order something of this kind, I'll never see it again. Have they gotten similar issues with anyone in my country or elsewhere? I believe they actually did mention shipping internationally, that they have done it a lot. But I'd love to know, Portugal in particular. That's interesting. I'm not sure I've heard of having to ship anything to Portugal and like how that normally goes. But yeah, like I said, they ship on their customs form. It just says Silicon Sculpture TTC LLC. So I would assume that they weren't an issue. But we'll let them. I'll let them answer that.
FNT Fox, why do you have? I have like gallons of hydrochloric acid in the garage.
Why?
I'm not even gonna answer it. Let you yourself decide. It's for that body in the creek.
FNT Fox, have you not met Farrah yet? What does he not have? Like, you are that person where, like, first of all, every single, like, as seen on TV 90s kids thing, you have.
It's true.
Every single one of them.
I never had moon shoes.
Really?
Yep, never had moon shoes.
I thought you had moon shoes.
No, I had sock and boppers.
Sock and boppers. Anyway,
they were not more fun than a pillow fight. They would fucking knock you out. They hurt so bad. But they're great for siblings if you really want to punch someone.
Really, a quick update. Sponsor says we have had several successful shipments and customers in Portugal. So there you go.
You can get your dicks.
You can get your dicks.
Excuse me,
your
silicone sculptures.
Your dick fix. Yeah, excuse me, silicone sculptures, yeah.
No, those are silicone sculptures. These are dicks. But they're nice dicks.
But if they were on a sculpture, they would be a silicone sculpture.
It's true.
And if there is an issue, we will work directly with the customer and postal service to resolve it. All right. Let me think. Is there anything else that we could talk about before we move on, or is that pretty much it? I think that is pretty much it.
FNT Fox, I never said it was used to dissolve bodies.
You did.
I joked about the body in the creek. That was not our body.
Anyway, shall we jump into news?
But the creek did turn green, so like zombie level.
I saw that when I was leaving, and I'm like, they're gonna figure that out.
They're gonna figure that out.
Like I was driving to like Ohio, and I like saw it, and I'm like, I could text them, but they're gonna see it.
I didn't even worry about like if it was toxic chemicals or like radiation level shit. The biggest worry I had was, what if it's flammable? Because if someone I was like, someone's gonna throw a cigarette and the whole house is gonna go up in fire.
It's dragon fire from like Game of Thrones
underneath the house.
Yeah.
So breaking news.
Yeah. So
we got breaking news.
Breaking news. Do you want to read it? Just go to.
Wait, did this just happen?
Yeah, this just happened. Go to open up a new tab.
What is this?
I'm telling Fair to go to it. Go to di.org.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
Neat.
And then you can click that.
Don't call it dildos.
What? What about dildos?
Maruski asked what we were talking about.
Oh, we were talking about dildos.
Bodies in the creek.
Yeah. Bodies in the creek.
Same thing.
Anyway, so where's our
hydrochloric? So for anyone who doesn't know, that I answered this before we go on. Hydrochloric acid is actually used to clean concrete. So if you're actually going to stain concrete, you have hydrochloric acid. So when I completely washed the garage because we were making it into a game room, yes.
And there you go. Breaking news. There's not really a headline for this, but I guess we'll just say it. Statement from the board of directors in regards to board of directors for who?
Dorsai.
I guess the Dorsai board of directors.
Dorsai irregulars. You all know them, the red shirts.
Yeah, the security. We're talking about the security people that are at a lot of cons.
Some love, some hate. The elevator Nazis.
Yes, sir.
At times.
A lot of hate. Gonna be honest, but yeah.
I don't know, because I feel
there
like
are some really respectable door sides.
there are some amazing door
There are
sides
some
I've been
amazing.
friends with for the longest time that I love. Like, they are probably the nicest people that. I mean, there are some people that are kind of assholes because I think Anthrocon was used as training grounds for a lot of the actual door side that would actually go in, because they don't just do furry cons. They do all conventions, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so they...
Especially sci-fi, they're big ones and stuff like that.
I believe Anthrocon for them is a mid-sized con, which is pretty crazy considering it's like 10,000 people. But for them, that's a mid-sized con.
So I thought they used a lot of Anthrocon for training new staff, if I'm recalling correctly.
Yeah.
But not anymore. This is interesting because I'm wondering if there's another con that needed like most of their people, or I'm actually kind of curious to what this breaking news is. But
yeah,
statement from the board of directors in regards of Anthrocon 2020, 29th of November 2019. After careful consideration, the Dorsai regulars have concluded that we cannot provide staff or support for Anthrocon in 2020.
Dun, dun, dun.
Damn. Just like that.
It's gone.
We're done. There's like no
security.
Yeah.
Woo! No security!
Anarchy.
No, obviously they will. I'm sure they'll.
The new con theme for 2020 is anarchy.
Post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic. Anthrocon needs to change its
Post-apocalypticon. Oh my god.
Post-apocalypticon is actually really
That's
good.
actually a really cool name.
Thank you.
I do appreciate it, yeah.
This tea is very good.
This tea is really good.
I squeezed some lemon into it.
Mad Max.
Where do we have lemon?
I'm trying to think of like the furry rendition of Mad Max now.
Faye's sister bought lemons because she wanted to make a lemon cake, but she said she didn't buy enough lemons, so she was just like, you can have the lemon.
I like that camera's just like, whoosh.
Oh yeah, I don't care. It's just
I like it.
It's like a Dutch angle.
It feels like I'm in the 90s. We're like, oh, we're on an angle now.
90s commercial?
What?
Wow.
I'm looking straight up right now.
Yeah, you are.
Wacky and weedy.
It's like
no,
flat.
keep that camera right there. Don't you
No,
dare.
I like it.
I was gonna make it all wide angle and get close.
No, it's perfect. Right?
Wait, can you have to like the weird zoom in, zoom out, and be like,
whoa! Can you each hold a dick while we do it?
Give me a dick.
Yeah, give me a dick.
Wait,
it's a dick.
Wait, we gotta like. We gotta do, like
Whoa! Wait, he has
Wait,
to move
ready?
the camera first, and then you gotta do it.
Go. Here we go.
Whoa!
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Perfect.
Paradox, you look beautiful.
Nice.
This is really orange.
I know it is really orange.
It's really bright.
Is that what a red wolf's dick would look like?
No!
Orange?
Paradox, is your dick fluorescent?
Would it be orange? Would it be orange?
Why wouldn't a red wolf dick be orange?
This is like the fucking Office.
I feel like it'd be like molten.
No,
hot.
Paradox. You got to do a quick zoom on whoever's talking. That's how they
Oh,
do
like
it.
the Office?
Yeah. When it's
Oh, you have to like look directly into it and be like, I hate Jim.
Anyway, read the news article.
After careful consideration, the Dorsai regulars have concluded that we will not provide staff or support for Anthrocon in 2020.
Dun, dun, dun.
I like how it's just that simple. They're just like, oh,
Bye.
I'm just like, that's their
Okay, thanks,
statement.
bye.
Bye, Felicia.
I'm really glad that we have an official statement to read for just this.
The Dorsai regulars have supported Anthrocon since 2002, and we have been privileged to help Anthrocon grow from 1,300 attendees to where it is today. We regret that we will be unable to do so for 2020. We wish Anthrocon Incorporated and its staff and attendees all the best and safe and enjoyable event in 2020. To our friends in the furry community, we look forward to seeing you at Fur Squared, Motor City FurCon, Indie FurCon, and other events we support throughout the years. Sincerely, the Dorsai Regulars Board of Directors.
Okay, then.
Did Anthrocon do something, like piss them off?
Probably.
I don't know. I think
It was too gay this year.
honestly, okay, so I'll talk about this from like a I don't actually-
non-staff perspective.
So first of all, full disclosure, I am Anthrocon staff, but I'm AV staff. We have nothing to do with this. That me being AV staff is not related to this at all. I'm kind of thinking that what
I love
happened
the AV
is
staff director.
Dorsai, for whatever reason, maybe it's the time of year or maybe it's the type of event, they couldn't scale up to what AC needed. I'm guessing that that's what it is. I don't actually know. I'm not involved in security at all. I barely hear about it at all, even during the event. But I feel like maybe it was like something with, I know Dorsai does bigger events, but maybe it could have just been that time of year or the people who are willing to do it or whatever. Because to be honest, it is 4th of July weekend. So it is kind of like a major U.S. holiday. And the Dorsai is happening in the U.S., so that could also be kind of part of it. And maybe they just don't have enough people. I'm not aware of any particular like incidents or anything that happened, so I really don't know. But yeah, apparently Dorsai are gone. And I know people who went to Anthrocon because they loved the Dorsai, and I know people who refused Anthrocon because of the Dorsai. So it's always been very controversial. And I know people who will like only go to some cons because either they're there or they're not there. Like, people seem to have a love-hate relationship with Dorsai, and so I guess it'll probably change that up a little bit. MFF, meanwhile, I think MFF hires a security contractor, and then they also have volunteers, I'm guessing. Or maybe they just have their own internal like task force that does that stuff. I'm actually not 100% sure. By the way, already I've gotten a few messages from people asking, oh my god, can I volunteer like for Anthrocon security now that it isn't Dorsai? I don't know. I don't work in that department, but maybe you'll have to just kind of stay tuned. I'm sure Anthrocon can use volunteers, and I'm sure they would love to have you. So you'll
be used for something.
Yeah, if you know reasonable EMT and CPR and all that jazz. I don't know any of that stuff, but if you're certified in that
I'm
stuff.
certified.
I'm also certified.
Yeah.
I had to be to work with children.
I had to be to work in the public, just with hotels.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
My favorite was I got certified by like the Red Cross, and they never sent me my card.
They never sent me my
or like anything.
Yeah, no, mine either.
So literally,
I'm still certified.
Yeah.
No, because like no one was like, they're like, we couldn't find you on anything. So my boss was like, here's an online thing, just do it quick, and I did it and it took like an hour, and then I got certified. So I know it from doing the Red Cross, but
so you know
I'm certified through this sketchy, weird online thing that I didn't really take seriously.
You got the formal and the informal training, yeah.
Did I tell you what?
You need to come on.
Yeah.
You're cute without your fursuit.
I was gonna say
Not the self-confidence thing.
Is it a self-confidence or what is it?
No, it's not.
Okay, well,
no, it's not.
Okay, well,
then why do you always have to be wearing a head?
No.
Anyway, hi,
Did I
Maruski.
tell you about the time when I had to do like an actual first aid at Anthrocon?
Do you want to actually tell the story and not sound like you're drunk swinging back and forth?
Did I tell you?
Did you actually have to wear a full fursuit? I am so sorry. The difficulties in that.
What? No. Well, I had to take off my fursuit to do it because my hand was covered in blood and my jacket was covered in blood by the end of the.
Oh, you had a story of like injury.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was this the head injury?
Yeah, the head injury where I was just hanging around the waterfront area, like 3 a.m.
And drunk people are stupid.
Yeah, drunk people are stupid, and like this one guy.
I was there. I was
Wait,
one
you
of those.
were there?
Not for yours, probably. Wait, what year was this?
This was at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah,
I might have been there.
3 or 4 in the morning Sunday
night. It wasn't
night.
the guy who was skateboarding and fell off and hit his head on the staircase. It was a different one.
I don't remember.
Okay, so
by that point in the night, I don't remember things.
So 3 a.m, I was horny.
That's important to the story.
No, that wasn't why.
And blood just really turns me on.
I was horny.
I was seeking blood.
I was horny, and there was
I'm guessing you misspoke there.
No, I
think he actually
I was
was.
out for a reason, probably.
For blood.
For blood.
Out for blood.
You're like a vampire. You like suck blood on.
I'm trained to handle situations.
Guy falls,
now to find one.
A guy falls, cracks his head open. You're like, yes!
God, I'm so turned on.
Thirsty.
Bloodthirsty.
Bloodthirsty.
Taking care of someone that's like just a hard erection.
Anyway,
I'm saving this for later.
It's in my nose.
Don't kink shame Nico.
I did. I just sighed.
I'll heal you up.
You'll heal me up? Oh, thank you.
Tell your goddamn story.
Okay.
Wait, how can you heal him up if you're just gonna suck his blood?
So no, shut up. This one guy walks around the waterfront area yelling like,
we're playing slap game. Anybody who wants to play slap game, come to the front of the waterfront. And it's like, okay, it's like I completely ignored that guy and kept on talking to my friend. And I hear like, slap. Like, slap.
I had tea in my mouth.
And like,
now you can slap him. He likes it.
Yeah, not do it.
Yeah, he actually does.
That's a terrible slap.
That's
there
bad.
you go.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
And
find the
like,
bottoms.
I hear slaps, and then suddenly I hear a thunk.
Okay.
And
Ka-tunk.
Ka-tunk. And I look around, and then there is a guy on the ground. And
here's my chance.
I felt something. No.
Yes. I want to suck his blood.
I want to suck your blood.
And something felt off, so I ran toward him, and he was bleeding from his head, knocked out, and he hit his head on a
Anyone who
staircase.
doesn't know, like head wounds bleed a lot.
Yeah, it bleeds a lot.
That's
like
the point.
even the smallest cut. So some people might have never seen it or had a head wound, but like literally, you just bleed constantly.
Yeah.
It sucks.
And like, oh shit, something's wrong. So I ran toward the guy on the ground and yelled, first aider, and told everyone to fuck off. And
he's mine. He's like dragging him into the dark corners of the night.
I like how you're just. This guy, he saved a guy's life, and you're just like, you wanted to suck his dick.
No, I did nothing about his dick. I said he's gonna suck his blood like a vampire kitty.
A vampire kitty.
And I inspected him, and he was bleeding hell of a lot from his back of his head. So I put a compression on his head. Because if you get a really bad concussion and if you twist your neck, you can die from it.
Yeah.
Well, you don't die from it. You go into a coma, and you become a plant person.
Right.
And so I had to stabilize.
Aren't you a plant person?
Night night. That guy's a dick. Okay.
And the most annoying thing is, like, people around the guy were yelling and screaming, and this one guy is like, "Guys, shut the fuck up!"
I mean,
and if you're
they're not wrong.
Well, it really doesn't help.
It doesn't, but you kind of want them to shut the fuck up.
But most people don't know aren't trained or know how to handle a situation.
And the thing is
and that's the problem.
Like, if you get hit,
you
in the
need
head,
someone to take charge. That's what you need.
If you get hit in the head, everything sounds loud. Everything is bright.
Shock. Yes.
Yeah.
You don't
concussion shock.
want that.
And that guy was making it worse.
Yes.
Anyway, I know I asked somebody to hold his arm, hold his leg, and hold his neck, and the guy wakes up and looks at me and calls me Gerald.
Gerald.
What? like touches my face, or tries to touch my face. It's like Gerald.
That's such an unfortunate name.
I love the name Gerald.
What?
Like, my best professor's
Why
name was
did you
Gerald.
just
That's an unfortunate name.
You were just like, fuck everyone named Gerald.
Bull, you did not have to derail that, and you chose to.
You're right, I didn't. I very rarely derail things like that. I don't know why I did.
Anyway, like, he forces his arm, and tries to caress my face, and he calls me Gerald. It's like
Gerald.
And he tries to lift his head, but I told him you shouldn't move your head, and told the other guy to press down on his head so that he doesn't move his neck.
Yeah.
I was like, where am I, Gerald? It's like, I'm not Gerald. It was freaky.
Yeah.
Like, he lost his consciousness, or he's not seeing things right.
Right.
I just want to, if we ever snug again, I would be like,
Gerald.
And I would just feel your face, be like, Gerald.
Gerald. And
I mean, the guy's okay, right?
Yeah, the guy's okay, and like, my arm was getting tired because I was putting compression against his back of his head and past his.
And then EMTs showed up and everything.
Yeah. So funny thing is, the EMT showed up, checked him out, and the blood clotted. So they said, okay, you can walk to the hospital, or you can just drive yourself to the hospital with your friend. So they just left, and 10 minutes later, he goes back into like a coma again. So they had to call the EMS again. It's like, what the fuck? Like, they should have taken him to the hospital.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you gain consciousness, it's better for the friends to take them, or the friends should take him.
Yeah.
But
So
sometimes you have to have reliable friends.
anyway, like my jean jacket was covered in blood and my hand was covered in blood, and it's like
Now I'm so turned on.
And someone grabbed me a towel and I wiped my hand and I gained a strange attraction to keep that towel for some reason. I wanted to.
He just wanted blood.
You're really not
memories. He just like has it framed on the wall.
I have a coworker that has a sports jersey with covered in blood framed on his wall.
Really?
Yeah.
We still have like the
because he got into like a stupid bar fight with some guy.
Yeah.
And he's like apparently really
I
proud of it.
remember this.
Yeah.
Do you remember the AC the one year when we were being too loud and it wasn't even our room because we weren't in it?
We were the door slammers.
The door slammers. We still have the sticky note from some person that gave us.
Some person was really upset that apparently like people in our hallway were like slamming the door at night.
Yeah.
And so they left a note on our door like, you gotta stop doing that. And like none of us were even like around at the time.
They
that were
blamed
blaming.
our room.
Yeah, they blamed our room.
None of us were in our room at all.
So we went to the gift shop in the lobby
and bought her earplugs.
Yeah, earplugs.
Wow.
And then we put them on the door and we're like, these should help. Sincerely, the door slammers. And then it moved back to our door.
Yeah.
Like they took it, stuck it back to our door, wrote another note that was just like, I already had some. Thanks.
Ooh.
But anyway, we still have those. We still have the earplugs and everything.
Because we were pissed off because we weren't even the ones that did it, so we just retaliated back. Like very passive aggressively.
I like how we were just the door slammers. That was our thing. Anyway, what else can we jump into? Any other news?
Kitty likes blood.
Maybe you're just a bat.
Bat cat.
Meow 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 meow.
Bat cat.
Meow 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 meow.
It just never stops.
Yeah, it does go. It just keeps going. Na 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 na.
Don't you have Princess Carolyn's ringtone from BoJack on your phone?
You do? It's so good.
It's so bad.
I'm surprised that you don't have Diane's or one of Diane's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Diane's. I love hers. Are all public radio nerd themed.
I'm surprised you don't have one.
From NPR News in Washington, this is your ringtone. Anyway, we should probably move on to some other news. Faye, I'll let you jump on that.
Some new news.
New news.
New news.
Damn it.
Flip dick.
Damn it.
Like Flip Cup, but it's Flip dick.
Woo!
I gotta use
Nobody can see what you're doing.
This reminds me of the, what's it called?
Damn it.
Who's the other one? The other creator, I'm trying to think, the dildo creator that was at MFF last year.
I don't remember.
Son of a bitch.
They do the wearables.
I don't
They have the Sklorp, whatever.
Okay.
The one that we have downstairs.
Yeah, that's on the fridge. That was our ice dispenser.
Which you got like as a joke, but you totally are like you were totally into it.
No, I'm not totally into it.
You're totally into it.
No.
You're just in denial.
Maruski, you're gonna destroy something.
Bitch, I did it again. And you still don't have the camera on me.
No, who is it?
Ah!
Toll was the one that loved the egg, the Omni.
Oh, Toll actually no, he
Toll
100% uses it, and he doesn't hide it.
Yeah. Okay, guys, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
They're addicted to dicks.
Anyway.
Yeah, actually, even outside of the
So what's
scope
on the
of-
news?
Yeah, what's in the news, Pharaoh?
My strange addiction.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
My strange addiction.
They had to have one about dildos.
No, I don't think they did.
No, I think people eating sofas and everything else was a lot more strange than, having a dildo collection.
Yeah.
My name is Barbara. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I like to eat my husband's ashes.
Ew.
That was an actual episode. There was a
they would run out pretty
ashes.
fast.
So does
She licked her finger and she dip it in and she was like,
So what does she do? If
I
she
mean,
runs
calcium.
out of-
God.
It's mostly just carbon.
ugh, no. Carol, stop. I hate that that's where you... It's calcium.
Bones are high for like calcium. Why do you think deer eat them in the woods? I mean, it's already sifted all out. It's just pretty much basically carbon. Denver Airport confirms Blucifer, the large blue horse sculpture at the airport, was vandalized.
Blucifer?
Did they make it purple?
I want to know more about Blucifer than anything else.
Is it supposed to be like Lucifer but blue?
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Denver, the giant blue horse sculpture outside the Denver International Airport was vandalized. The airport confirmed. Alex Ratirnia with DIA said orange graffiti was found on the horse's legs around 8 p.m. on Thursday. We cannot make out what it says or anything at all with the graffiti, she said. It is pretty faint, so it's hard to make out. The horse sculpture is called Mustang, though it has earned the well-known nickname Blucifer. She
looks pretty horrifying.
I know, it looks actually,
those eyes.
It looks like fucking Lucifer if it was a horse.
And blue.
What's the story around Blucifer? There's gotta be.
I've definitely seen this before.
Does a horse have a dick?
I was gonna ask that too, but I was just like,
they're working on this. They were.
Yeah, it does. It has a sheath.
Oh yeah.
Graffiti without damaging the sculpture. They were working on the sculpture Thursday evening, and it'll be out Friday. It will be out there again Friday as well.
So they found it?
This is pretty disappointing. Ratirnia said this piece of art that Denver residents and non-Denver residents have known for a while. The Denver Police Department is still investigating the vandalism.
What do you even do with a sculpture like that?
No, they didn't steal it. They just tried to like graffiti the legs.
Oh, they vandalized it, right? Okay.
Like, I want to know. I love how there's another article that says someone has tempted the fates and vandalized Blucifer.
There's all kinds of good jokes you can make from that. Anyway.
Graffiti is difficult to make out. As legible, or graffiti is pretty faint. Legible. 32-foot tall blue Mustang was created by artist Luis Jimenez and installed at the airport in 2008. The art piece not only belongs to Denver Airport, but is the whole city of Denver, she said. We're known for this piece when travelers come in and out of the state. I love how it got the nickname Blucifer. So it's not its real name, but everyone just now refers to it as, oh, there's Blucifer.
Blucifer.
That's it.
All right.
I have a quick one that just says, murderer who briefly died in hospital. He goes to court to claim that he served his life sentence.
Wow.
The comeback, though, for it is great because I just read ahead.
Okay.
The court denied his request to be released because if he can make such a plea, then he must still be alive.
That's the reason?
Yes.
But isn't a life sentence like basically a certain number of years?
It's usually a lifetime of humans, so it's 80 years usually.
Yeah, it's like 80 years. But there are people who have outlived a life sentence, I think.
Yeah, you can't really outlive it. You're still the life sentence. It's your life.
Yeah. But like...
Scapegoat. Ha-ha! I gotcha! I died!
Briefly.
I just love the fact that the court came back with... The court denies the request to be released because if he can make such a plea, then he must still be alive.
Well, he is alive, but he
died.
But he lived a life.
He did live one life.
The argument is that he went through a life. That's funny. I like it.
Should have said he went
Benjamin
to the heaven
Scriber,
and back.
66, was convicted of beating a man to death in 1997 and has been behind bars ever since.
Oh, so he's a shitty guy.
He says his heart stopped 5 times at the hospital in March 2015, where he had been taken to Iowa State Penitentiary in Fort Madison. Years earlier, he was denied a do not resuscitate agreement, according to the Des Moines Register. However, medical staff at the Texas said that Shepard was in pain and they could only give him something to ease it. The courts reportedly said otherwise. They allowed him to die. Doctors administered IV fluids and operators to fix damage done by kidney stones. Paper added, and he was resuscitated 5 times, even though he had a do not resuscitate. So then he said, by law, since he had a do not resuscitate, he should be now a new man.
That is funny, even though sounds like not a
shitty
very
person.
Good guy. Yeah, even though he's not a good guy.
The court said
They
Scar is either
literally just,
alive,
like,
in which
throw
in which case he must remain in prison, or he is dead, in which case his appeal is moot.
Stop having second conversation.
That's why I told him shush.
Shush.
I said shush.
Do we need a squirt bottle?
We do. We do need a squirt bottle.
Trevor apparently argued that he was
Why are you
sentenced to
hissing at me?
life, not life plus more days.
Not life plus more days. All right.
I mean, that was one life sentence, and like he served one life, and then if he had a do not resuscitate, and they resuscitated him, they brought him back.
How old is that guy?
66.
Oh, you know that there's actually somebody who they deemed as too old to go to jail. He was like in his like 70s or 80s. So they're like, oh, okay, you're not going to go to jail, and he murdered somebody again.
What?
Yep. He was too old to go to jail, so they put him on like parole.
Okay, for someone is 70 and 80.
Jail.
He was like 80, and he was like late 80s, and he was like not healthy. And
It just reminds me of God Bless America.
I believe he murdered somebody else. So they're all like,
What was he on a wheelchair?
I'm not sure. I'm actually gonna double check. So it could be
He's
wrong.
paralyzed from the neck down.
old
He
man
just has like
coming at you in a
some
wheelchair.
blow dart. He's just like, and the nurse comes in. Showed you. I'll kill again.
Yeah.
Imagine Stephen Hawking.
Man released
come up
from
with an
Kill
assassination plan.
Stephen Hawking murderer.
Okay, I actually
Serial killer.
I found an article from USA Today.
Okay.
Man released from prison after being deemed too old to be a threat, convicted to another killing. Auburn, Maine, a man who survived decades in prison for stabbing his wife 14 times in front of his daughter, or her daughter, was convicted Wednesday in a nearly identical crime, stabbing a woman at least 11 times while her two twin children watched.
Wait.
He was 77.
You have to send.
That 77's not that old.
Not even that old.
Yeah, since when? What?
He looks really old.
That's horrible.
He looks really old.
When you mean old, you mean like he looks
he's
unhealthy.
Wrinkly.
He looks.
He's wrinkly.
I get it.
He looks like one of the Wizard of Oz.
But when you
trees.
pull his face back, he looks 30 years younger.
Well, I'll send you a picture of him.
Do you know what the Wizard of Oz trees
'Cause-
look like?
But you can't just say old. Like
He
He
like
looks
that.
old. Like
he looks just unhealthy.
So
Yeah,
I walked inside,
that's it.
Yes, and I saw this man. Mm-hmm. So I stabbed him 27 times in the chest.
Yeah.
Carl, that kills people. What?
That is horrible.
I kind of hope he rots in prison.
Yeah. Wow.
Fuck that guy.
All right. Can we move on to like anything? Anything else? There's no other news in the doc that I have, so that's why
I got no news.
Do you want to do cows in VR?
Sure.
Oh, we could do that.
Jesus, he knows me. Huge church statue in Mexico is now regretting its money spent for a statue because it looks like Phil Collins.
I can feel it. Can feel it in the air.
All right, go ahead with the cow VR.
Social media.
Oh,
wait, I have this one.
Lord.
Social media users have been quick to point out that the baby Jesus statue represents the former Genesis drummer Phil Collins. It looks exactly like Phil Collins.
You gotta put this in check because I gotta see
Yeah, I was
it.
gonna say, Faye, you always pick shit like this.
And then there's no visuals. This is a podcast.
Yeah, this is really good.
It's an audio podcast. There you go. There's a Jesus statue.
You're welcome, audio listeners.
So Nico can see it in the studio.
Oh
No!
Oh my.
I disagree.
I think that looks exactly.
It
you
kinda
saying
does.
that looks like baby Jesus.
I love. Oh god.
All right.
To me, that does not look like baby
What
Jesus.
is wrong with his like abs? That looks like an old man.
See, but it's weird because he's not like fat, but he has the rolls.
He's got the old man fat. Because old man fat looks like
This is
that.
a
But
great.
comparison, like you pull up.
Yes, I know.
You cannot say that does not look like Phil Collins.
The problem is I don't care.
Nearly 22 foot tall, 143 stone statue stands in the Church of Central Mexico of Zacatecas. Following a report on New York Post, it is now gathering a fair bit of attention in social media over its uncanny likeness to the 1980s era Collins, when his band Genesis were at the height of their fame. I like how it's specifically 1980s. Like, not Phil Collins now.
Yeah.
But when Phil Collins was at the height of his fame. I love how more people are flocking to the church to get pictures with Phil Collins' baby than the representation of Jesus as a baby.
I suppose that's good.
And when he sported a similar angelic hair tuft. Put some drums in front of it and it would be uncanny, one Twitter user wrote. I can feel it coming. I don't even think that's Phil Collins.
That is Phil Collins.
Yeah, it is.
It's Phil Collins, but Phil Collins by himself, not Genesis.
Yeah, it was his.
It's just Phil Collins. Bitch, you're gonna talk to me about this with me, with my career.
I didn't know if it was Phil Collins.
It's Phil Collins.
I didn't know. I knew it was in Genesis.
It's Phil Collins.
Okay, it's Phil Collins. That's it. Just Phil Collins, baby.
Okay,
Hey, Bull, it's your turn.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
I
yeah.
love my turn when I get to read the news. Are you gonna whack me with
No,
that?
I was just putting on his hair.
Oh, okay.
You don't deserve to be thwacked anymore.
Thwacked.
Someone is putting VR headsets on cows, and we want to know why. Real virtual reality or just fake moves?
Can you reverse that bell?
No, it's deserved.
No, you don't get that bell. I love that so
Let's just
much.
be upfront here. Yes, these pictures seem to show a cow wearing a virtual reality headset, and no, we don't really know what's going on here. You may have seen these images floating around social media, followed by a trail of comments like, "This is the dystopian future we were warned about," and "Enter the Mootrix."
Enter the Oh, no.
They purportedly show an experiment being conducted in Russia to see if giving dairy cows VR headsets can reduce anxiety and increase milk yield. But, as you might have guessed, it's not at all clear whether this is a genuine trial or an elaborate marketing stunt.
All the cows starved to death while they tried to eat fake grass.
The story can be traced back to this apparently serious press release from the Ministry of Agriculture and Food of the Moscow region, which was picked up by the Russian outlets like Interfax and the Moscow Times. The reports say tests of the VR headsets are being carried out at a farm near Moscow, with the Google translated release noting that the goggles have been specially adapted for a cow's head shape and vision. VR designers were also reportedly hired to create a unique summer field simulation program for the animals to enjoy. Even if it's fake, just the fact that that's how they described it.
Yeah.
It's a unique summer field simulation program.
See, I kind of want you just to have
Can you
it.
just put me in a field in VR? I feel like that'd be so good.
I need to just find a VR field on
Put me
the
in
VR thing and just have the bull just sit in it.
And
What
do
you
the
doing?
And do the thing where you use like the camera in the corner of the room to like show what's being like displayed.
I still want to do
It's
that.
just you sitting in a field.
It's just me sitting in a field.
Yeah.
Can we still make a VR room somehow?
Yeah, we should. We will. We'll figure it out.
The release notes that there's a growing trend in agriculture to focus on animals' emotional well-being, with quality of life improvements like scrubbing brushes and relaxing music improving yields. So why not try VR as well? A first test of the headset showed, quote-unquote, a decrease in anxiety and an increase in the overall emotional mood of the herd.
Mood.
It's literally just a word! Take it back! Take
No.
it back. That's when you have to take it. It's just a word. Thank you.
Everything
We
is just
take away
words.
your power!
And a
You can't do
further
three of them.
comprehensive study is forthcoming, but is it? It's not clear. It's certainly not impossible that this is a real experiment. The agricultural industry is as keen as any other to apply new technology. Just look at the farmers using facial recognition on pigs. And it wouldn't be the first time that someone suggested VR could improve animals' well-being. Plus, although cows don't see like humans do, they do apparently have limited binocular vision, suggesting modified VR goggles could work on them. On the other hand, the press release says the experiment wasn't conducted by a university, but by milknews.ru, a news site for the Russian dairy industry.
Milknews.ru.
It also encourages readers to sign up for the upcoming VI International Agro-Industrial Dairy Forum, where they can learn more about technology and agriculture. This suggests the VR cows might just be a good way to get attention for an otherwise run-of-the-mill conference. If so, job done. We don't know how deep this rabbit hole goes, but we've reached out to Milk News, the Moscow Ministry of Agriculture and Food, and Rusmoloko, the company running the farm where the trials reportedly took place, to see if we can get any more info. At the end of the day, what we can say is that someone took the time to make at least one mock-up virtual reality headset for a cow and took these pictures. We don't need to milk the story any more than that.
That deserves it.
That deserves it. Thank you. That is all. And then you said you found some articles that were like debunking this. I mean, it doesn't look real.
Look at the TV screen. So the thing is, cattle have effectively almost 360-degree vision, and they're actually blind in the one area that VR headsets generally project. And if you look at like a human skull, right, where the eyes are facing forward, and then you look at a cattle skull.
So you have to get like a VR headset that's like just two like glasses on the sides.
Yeah, so like keep in mind their eyes might not even be covered on this. Like, yeah.
Just get like them on like sides like a fish.
It's so cute. I like
If
the
they
idea.
really wanted to make one, it would look like a headset, if anything.
But I love how people are discussing cow VR.
It's like
Why does this technology always come out for like with cows? It's always talked about with cows.
Because they're
specifically. No, not because they're dumb.
They are dumb though.
They're not very dumb.
Have you spoken into any cows about this? Never mind the bullocks. The bullocks. Actually, there's a problem spring the fake moos. Anybody's
so many.
I'm taking that away from you, Nico. You've been abusing it. You've been abusing it.
Bitch.
Well, did you just hiss?
I hissed at you.
Otters don't hiss.
Bitch, otters do like everything. We make all the noises.
I love how the cat wasn't offended until Nico hissed at him.
He is trying to claw me.
As soon as Nico hisses, like, did you just hiss at me? What the cuss you saying?
Is he biting you now?
He is.
He's biting you. That's what he does.
I love that.
We need to get a spray bottle.
I love that hissing just stopped that whole
I
article.
love how I can hear him go, no.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
We already discussed that story.
We did. Paradox told us.
No.
Hey, don't blame us.
You're such a cat. I don't like you anymore, so I'm gonna go hug this person.
Oh, I like his hugs. Look, come here.
I like how you're just like doing a nice shake exercise with the, right in my camera, actually.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Shake weight
I got
version
I got
2.
some lovely teeth marks now.
Arizona man charged with robbery for a burrito heist.
Just imagine like some.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Again.
I just imagine some.
We
like,
don't need to talk about this. I was like,
It's not a taco, it's a burrito.
I just imagine some like 50-year-old Zumba ladies, but with these instead of like the stupid hand weights that they give them.
Like it's just like some.
Where it's like the dildos are flopping just like their arm
It's like
flap.
they're doing like the power walk, but they got the weights.
Yeah.
They got the little weights.
Okay, Arizona man charged with robbery for burrito heist.
Well, how's it going, Krista?
How do you know it's not like a soft shell taco?
Well, thank you for asking, Karen. My son Tom is doing just great. Really, I can't get Marissa to do any of her homework. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway.
An Arizona man who allegedly stole another man's burrito earlier this month was now arrested and charged with robbery, according to the police.
Robbed a burrito?
I like how the person who got his burrito instead of buying another burrito filed a police report.
Yeah. 911! Well, yeah, hello, sir. It's our emergency. This fucking guy stole my burrito!
Timothy Bell, a 29-year-old homeless man, was in Phoenix on November 16 when he supposedly threatened a man on the street around 8:40 p.m. and took his Mexican food by force.
Just give him the
See,
fucking
you should have been eating a
Mexican
taco.
food. Let me get this straight.
Are we really back on this shit? It's been a week. Okay, what's funny is My parents were asking.
If he was eating a taco,
No,
he would have finished it before the homeless man could have stolen it.
My parents were asking about the podcast because they were like, "What do you even talk about?" And I was like, "Well, last week we talked about like tacos and burritos," and they started getting in on the fucking argument. It was at our we had like a family birthday party going on. So like my aunts and uncles and the whole fucking room was talking about it.
It's a heated argument.
It is. I was shocked. I thought that we were just that stupid, but it's literally everyone.
I wasn't that stupid. I was watching it with Mrs.
No
Cat,
one cares.
And I was...
It's okay when Pharaoh's mean because he doesn't do it as often. Paradox fucking died. He's dead.
There are so many things I'm laughing at right now. One of them is I thought just we were that dumb, but it turns out everybody's that dumb.
You can hear that one.
Yeah, you can hear that. Okay, so my question is, if you get mugged for your Mexican food,
that's desperation.
Like not your wallet, not your phone.
Why not be charitable though? Like, oh, this is a homeless man on the street. He's very hungry.
Give him your fucking burrito.
Take this burrito. I'll go get another one.
I'll go get a taco instead.
No.
The victim of the Mexican theft.
It's fucking Tex-Mex. It's not even Mexican. It's not even real Mexican food.
Called 911.
He actually did.
Burritos, serious business.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have been as big of a deal if it was a taco because
I don't
that's
think
just
it
a
would
light-
have.
It's just a light snack.
I don't think, no one would have taken it seriously if it was a
But,
taco.
I go and get a burrito for like $5. Nice big honking burrito. I'd be a little bit more pissed.
A nice big chonker.
Nice big chonker.
The victim called 911 as Bell fled with his burrito, according to the court documents published by KPHO-TV, and was followed by the suspect until he was taken into custody by authorities. When Bell was stopped by police, they found him, a wrapper from the burrito he stole, in hand.
He ate the burrito. He ate the burrito.
The stolen item on the police report was listed as a burrito. Oh my god. A value of less than $1,000.
Oh, just to clarify, right? Oh my god.
If I were the cops, I would have just bought him a new burrito. I don't want to fill out some stupid fucking
The amount of
report.
paperwork and time this would have taken
is not
You could have
worth
just,
it.
as a cop, just walked to the guy and bought him another fucking burrito.
It's not my burrito, though. It's not the same burrito.
It's not the same burrito. That one was made with love.
A burrito.
Oh my god. The suspect was booked at the Maricopa County Jail on a felony robbery charge.
A felony?
I actually
A
feel bad for
felony?
the guy. Because now it is on the records.
A felony?
Hey man, what are you in for?
I stole a burrito.
A felony.
Should've went with the taco.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody would have cared if it was a taco.
He's scheduled to be arraigned on December 6th. Oh my god.
I just hope that judge is just like, what did you steal?
Get that man a burrito.
People are stupid.
God.
I didn't know it was possible to get worse than you guys.
I didn't know
having
you
an
can
argument.
get a felony charge from stealing a burrito because I thought felony charges had to be $1,000 or more worth of damage.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like vandalism, like you can actually vandalize up to a certain amount as long as it doesn't exceed $1,000. It's just a misdemeanor.
Hey boss, should we steal that stuff? No, we don't want it to be a felony.
Oh my god.
Oh, I like this one. Read the Faye, you might like this one. In the doc.
I just want to know more about this.
I kind of want to know what else he stole.
Just the burrito.
But
that was all that was on the police report. A burrito, less than $1,000.
Oh my god.
I just found this article by accident. Like, not even, this wasn't like trying to add to the last show or anything. This just so happened to be this week. Someone stole a burrito. Oh my god. I'm more upset. How does a hungry homeless man get a felony charge for literally just stealing a burrito? I'm more upset with like the person that actually like called 911.
Yeah, I'm like
kind of a dick move.
They were very white.
Just get another burrito. Like
it's like the plot of Aladdin at the beginning. It's like stealing the bread from the stands and the whole entire crew's on him.
Yeah.
He stole a piece of bread.
Oh my god.
It's a burrito.
I couldn't. This is why I could never be a cop. Like, I could not handle this situation at all. Because I would literally be like, are you serious? You're gonna press charges for a burrito? Okay. I would just walk into the fucking Mexican place and buy a burrito. Here you go.
Like, I think the guy could be like when you steal an item from somebody, no matter how, like the fact that he went and like touched another person without asking and took something from him. Like, I could see you getting...
He stole the burrito by force.
Yeah, like, I could see you getting fined for, like...
which means
like
the guy
person, but, like,
must have tugged back as someone was grabbing his burrito. To which force was needed to retrieve the burrito from the victim's hands.
I don't get it.
All I can imagine, like, he didn't even steal the whole burrito. He just, like, got half of the burrito.
911, this guy took half my burrito. Do you have the other half? Like, yeah, but I'm missing the other half.
Like, I want to know more.
It was only a small. I wasn't that hungry.
No, it wasn't a taco. It was a full burrito. I honestly want to know more. Like, I just want...
Is there a link to the...
I'm trying to find more. And I can't. And it upsets me because it's not like on like a fake news service. This is on actually Fox News.
Well, Fox News, come on.
I mean, it is fake news, but
not for that. Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's fake. I'd say it's biased.
Republicans agree. Felony charge is what is needed for burritos.
Someone made you guys into a meme.
Found it. Oh wait, no.
This is another burrito.
Yeah.
Is there video of the stuff theft?
I don't know.
This is in Phoenix, though. No, this is the same
is
one.
All unrelated stuff. I'll put it in. I'll put it under the stupid section. You can pull it up in the doc. It's in there. Do you have the doc open?
Yes.
All right.
But I'm ready to move on.
You're ready to move on? Okay.
Like, I want to know more, but at this point. I just need a breather. Anyone else want to read something?
Wild boar. Discover and snort 17,000 pounds of cocaine in Tuscan forest.
Pounds of money. Isn't
pounds of, yeah.
That's not like a weight of, that's not 17,000
No,
pounds.
17,000 pounds is in money. Not weight.
17,000 pounds. Boar snorts 17,000 pounds of cocaine.
Actually, wait, hold on.
I'd be more impressed with those boars.
Yeah, no,
I'm honestly kind of impressed. Good for them.
Yeah, good for them.
Like, how much is 17,000 pounds of
Wild boar
cocaine?
in Tuscany has sniffed out and destroyed a stash of cocaine in a forest, leaving drug dealers 17 pounds out of pocket. The hidden haul of white powder was strewn across the... I'm not going to begin...
Veligitana Valley.
Veligitana Valley after being dug up and partly devoured by feral hogs. I love how they just ate it. The drug dealers were heard complaining about their discovery by police who were listening in on a telephone conversation. Guys, what the fuck are we gonna do?
Imagine that, like, the police
Board
officers
snorted all of our cocaine.
Just listening to it and being like, they're trying not to laugh, but you know they're totally just all laughing about it.
I love that the crooks gave away like everything.
The gang, who were made up of 1 Italian and 3 Albanians, had buried the Class A drugs in jars and were allegedly trafficking around 2 kilos of cocaine every month to the cities of Ezzo and Siena. However, the jars were not enough to protect the cocaine from the curious snouts of wild boar. The wiretap phone call led to the detention of the men, with 2 jailed and 2 others placed under house arrest, according to Toscana Media News. The gang were said to have been operating from September 2018 to March 2019 and charged 85 pounds per gram of high-purity cocaine, Torino reported. That's pretty much it. A police investigation was sparked after a 21-year-old Albanian allegedly dealer was murdered in May last year. The drug dealers are not the only people connected with the influx of wild boar in Italy, with farmers protesting in Rome earlier this month over the animals wreaking havoc on their land and causing fatal car accidents. 2 million boar are estimated to roam Italy, according to the president of the Farming Association. He said, quote, "It is no longer just a question of compensation, but a matter of personal safety, and it must be resolved. Ministries and leaders of regions and municipalities must act in a concerted manner to draw up an extraordinary plan without administrative obstacles, otherwise the problem is destined to get worse."
I love if their defense was, well, we put the jars of cocaine to help kill the boar population. But it just didn't fuel their rage. Boar rage. Oh my god. Speaking of cocaine.
Oh no.
That's not a good segue.
And speaking of cocaine, Florida man tells police Wynn blew a bag of cocaine into his car. It wasn't his.
That's gonna hold up in court.
This, you would say, blew up in his face. A Florida man was arrested after he tried to claim that the wind blew a bag of cocaine into his car, according to the report. Joseph Zach, 37, was busted trying to throw something away when he was pulled over in Fort Pierce last month for failing to pause at a stop sign, the smoking gun reported. Police searched his car and found the crack pipe in the center console, as well as a clear baggie with white residue, which later tested positive for crack cocaine. When questioned about the baggie, Zach said it didn't belong to him and the wind must have placed it there, according to the affidavit recorded by the outlet. Zach was arrested on drug paraphernalia charges and brought to St. Louis County Jail, where he was released on bond.
Okay.
Maybe his argument did hold up in court. Why would I have an empty baggie of cocaine?
An empty, but he had everything else for it.
It obviously blew in through my window.
Yeah. Oh my god.
This reminds me of Super Troopers, where they just do all of the drugs in the back. Littering and smoking the reefer.
Oh, you guys ready to call it a night?
I'm good.
Yeah, good. All right.
Why not from the other end?
That's your
However,
elephant.
I do have one more drug-related article.
One more? All right, go. I'll just keep the same music.
U.S. government now commits to psychedelic psilocybin as a breakthrough treatment for severe depression.
Say psychedelic psilocybin like 4 times.
Psychedelic psilocybin? Psychedelic psilocybin? Psychedelic psilocybin?
Psychedelic psilocybin. Psychedelic psilocybin.
That's a street name for it.
I kind of
Magic
wish...
mushrooms?
Oh, I was hoping it would just be called psychedelic psilocybin.
What's the street name for it? Magic mushrooms? Mushrooms?
I actually didn't know what you meant by like psychedelic.
Yeah, psilocybin is for mushrooms.
Psilocybin, yeah.
I like it.
I didn't know the name.
Under the newly designed under new designation, by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, psilocybin, a hallucinogenic chemical found in psychedelic mushrooms, is now considered a breakthrough treatment for a major depressive disorder, MDD, putting it on the fast track for actual clinical trials and studies. So I love how people that have been doing magic mushrooms for years, that have suffered from PTSD and everything, which they've been like, I think, what's the one that was on HBO? They're breaking like their news thing.
I don't remember.
The real one that they go off, like, can't remember what the name of it's called.
Is it like the drug thing? I forgot I zoned out.
Oh, are you talking about the tech show? The one that's
It was just like HBO News thing that was like kind of like
oh, I don't know. I also thought you were talking
I
about
zoned out and I
biohacking
thought we were
stuff.
talking about drugs, and I was like that TV show where they actually like talk about drug dealers and they talk to drug dealers.
Narcotics? Oh no, that's.
I know that they had one called Drugs Inc.
Yeah.
And they just like flat out like talk to like stoner people, and I'm like, you guys are idiots.
no, it was actually like the news thing from HBO where like they.
Oh, can you give me that horse cock, by the way?
Yeah.
I just realized we never showed this earlier. I just want to show it. Yeah, so this is the first for science model, and it's actually really pretty. It basically means that whoever pours it has the discretion of doing it.
And it's really
It's actually really cool.
And it's actually really pretty.
I like the bottom. It's all swirls.
Yeah, the bottom's all like...
I also like the front, the part where it's like the blue and the gold, like speckled.
The blue and the
in there,
gold, yeah.
Down like the
really-
front end of the shaft.
It's really nice.
Give your asshole like something nice to look at while it gets fucked. It's all happy.
It's for your brown eye to enjoy.
Your brown-eyed girl.
I have 3 brown eyes.
That song is now completely tainted in my mind.
Oh shit. Sorry.
A breakthrough therapy designed to grant potential treatment priority review by the FDA to further understand how it can treat disorders and illnesses. The designation was granted after a request from the USONA Institute, a nonprofit medical research group conducting research on psilocybin, in recognition that there is an unmet medical need that may be fulfilled through psilocybin's potential to improving existing therapies. Characterized by the persistent feeling of sadness or loss of interest, MDD, which again is major depressive disorder, is a mood disorder that affects how a person may think, feel, and behave, all of which can be trickled down into everyday activities, according to the Mayo Clinic. MDD impacts more than 16 million people in the U.S., is the leading cause of disability in those between the ages of 15 and 44. That is a huge range.
Yeah.
According to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, it is estimated that 322 million people globally live with some type of depression. Previous studies have shown that magic mushrooms can ease severe depression and may reset the brain of people with depression without the emotion numbing association with traditional antidepressants. It is unclear how exactly the chemical compound may treat depression, but the study from the Beckley Foundation suggests that psilocybin may reactivate or reconnect certain regions of the brain with their neural capacities. The results from previous studies clearly demonstrate the remarkable potential of psilocybin as a treatment in MDD patients, with USONA is now seeking to confirm its own clinical trials with others. What is truly groundbreaking is the FDA's rightful acknowledgement that MDD is not only a much smaller treatment-resistant depression population that represents an unmet medical need, and the availability data suggesting that psilocybin may offer a substantial clinical improvement over existing therapies, said Charles Rayson, MD Director of the Clinical and Transitional Research of USONA in a statement. Given that there is so much complexity with psilocybin and that USONA is charting new ground, these interactions will ensure that USONA and the FDA are aligned in approaching and developing a program which is acceptable best practices yet. USONA is currently moving into phase 2 clinical trials of psilocybin 201 with 80 study participants across 7 U.S. study sites, 2 of which are currently recruiting, while others aim to be active in the beginning of the new year. So they actually are starting clinical trials now.
That's pretty awesome.
USONA Institute, clinical trials necessary for medical advancement in the need of volunteers like you. So
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure. It says explore our trials.
This is a really nice song.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I've never heard you play it before.
It feels like it's happening in a movie.
It feels inspirational.
Just use this one.
It's from Stanley Parable.
Oh, I have to play that. I really have to play it.
So yeah,
I don't want to play it until the Ultra Super Mega Deluxe Pro.
So if anyone has
comes
major
out.
depressive disorder, literally the study right now at a glance
You
is.
just got your headphone and now there's not playing it.
Hey, I'm talking here. Hi.
I'm still a little salty with you. Like, nobody cares.
Good.
Nobody.
However, the trial actually itself, at a glance right now, if you go into the unisonaclinicaltrials.org, is actually taking participants right now for this trial.
All right.
Major depressive disorder, psilocybin, maximum trial length 3 months, appointments 12. All genders qualify, ages 21 to 65. Now recruiting and soon recruiting in 6 more locations.
21 to 65.
21 to 65, yeah.
Wow, that's a really old age too.
Yeah, it's a really big
Mushrooms.
range to do mushrooms.
So let's see. There's.
I have heard people who are into like certain drugs, not obviously all in any case, drugs are dangerous. But I've heard a few people say that like being able to do certain types of drugs like really like change their perspective on life or like really help them get over like a certain part of themselves that they had a lot of trouble with. And then most of my friends then will say like, you know, I don't recommend it. Like, you know, don't do it and hurt yourself because a lot of these drugs can also kill you. But there are certain. I'm glad that it's getting some medical recognition of like, hey, if we give you this small amount in a controlled fashion with a medical professional administering it, it actually really helps you. And I think that's really awesome.
I know a guy who designed a spaceship for NASA.
Yeah.
Who really like does a lot of mushrooms.
So the trials right now are beginning in. So the student recruiting right now is in San Francisco, Madison, Wisconsin, Chicago. Pull up more. There's there's 2 currently recruiting right now, and then 5 more to be recruiting later on. It looks like New Haven, Connecticut.
Okay, so this is U.S. only for now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm surprised the U.S. is ahead on that. That seems a little weird.
Manhattan right now.
Yeah.
Is actually recruiting right now.
Well, actually, we don't know if they are. There might be other trials going on in other countries, but
Baltimore.
Astro's on the kerfluffle.
Astro's on the kerfluffle live stream?
Yeah, because he's DJing apparently.
Let me pull up Furry Kerfluffle real fast on Twitch. Hey, there's Astro.
He's DJing.
Shout out to Astro. He did a great set on our last show. Or not our last show, but he did a good DJ set on it. We got to have him back to do that again.
I was hoping he was going to do another set.
There's their furry streetcar. They're having fun. Shout out to those guys.
That's a double-blind study, of course.
Yeah.
Where's Coda?
Yeah, we'll find Coda eventually. Somebody will turn the camera. I think it switches every so often. Anyway, I've been your host, Paradox the Red Wolf. I think we're ready to...
Did we have any emails or anything?
We did have one.
Oh, actually, we did have one, but we've also been going for 2 hours and 17 minutes. It's up to you if you want to.
We could do the one. It's like it's like a decent size, but it's not like.
All right.
There's Kevon, the person that usually lives in Buffalo and is never here.
You mean Kevon?
Yeah. Kevon.
Kevon.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Kevon.
Yeah.
Who I literally only see in Toronto. I don't see him.
So funny.
I don't see him here. We're like, oh, see you next time. We're in
there's Matt the
Toronto.
Lombax. I love his giant ears. Matt the Lombax. There's Skylar.
I sent the gif of me tweaking.
There's Arctic. Hi, Skylar. I'm mousing over your face and you don't know.
Yeah,
he actually started ducking when he.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah. They got a nice wireless cam going on here. Anyway, well, we're looking at visual stuff. Did anybody want to grab the email? Maybe Nico? You want to grab it or Bull? Actually, Bull, why don't you grab it?
Grab what? Email?
The
you
email,
said?
yeah. Do you have the login?
Yeah, I do have the login. I just
Yeah,
don't
you should
know
definitely do it
email.
because yeah.
Why is it like something that I
It's
can?
Sun.
Hey, there's Sun.
That means Coda should be like near, maybe.
Yeah.
Where's Coda? Get out of the pursuit. Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, my mother watches.
I have
the
my
show.
own.
This one from Jack.
Sun.
Yeah,
With an interesting question.
Yes,
Okay.
an interesting question.
I love how the first show that my mother's probably watching is the one we sponsored by dildos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I told my family that we're getting dick money, and my mother was really happy about it. She's like, "I need to be on this show." My mother has been on FurCast before when we had the big snowstorm.
Your mom is the sweetest fucking lady. I love her. She's so great.
My mom asked to call in.
Asked to call in?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
My mom doesn't want to.
My mom doesn't know.
I like how my parents deal with me with the show. They're like, they asked me once like, what is it about? And I said, I don't know, life. And they're all like, okay, we don't need to know anymore. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah.
And like literally all my family members keep asking, and they're just like, we don't want to know. You don't want to know.
All right, go ahead, Bull.
It's life.
Okay. This is from. Okay. Hey guys, big fan of the show. We'll hopefully be able to listen to the live show tomorrow, November 30th, which is today.
Hi.
First off, I just finished the taco tantrum, and I have to say, you guys all need to learn to eat foods better. Tacos and burritos can be properly eaten without any mess, and furthermore, by either spreading your hand wide enough to support the tip with your thumb or by folding the pizza along its radius. Even the largest pizza slice can be eaten while driving.
Okay.
I love
really
the
quick,
face
can I
of
just say
Nico,
that
how upset he is by all
it
of
is
this.
It is not about
It's just
the
stupid.
type of food. Some restaurants purposely make their food messy because that's part of the enjoyment of it. Like, there's a restaurant near us that makes burgers that, like, are already falling apart on the plate, like Sloppy Joe's. So I know that they were having the argument over, like, tacos, burritos, but, like, I've seen both tacos and burritos that are, like, you can barely hold them without just getting it all over your hands. Like,
I've not seen burritos.
I still love the
but
taco
plenty
place
of
at AC.
tacos.
Yeah.
Oh, their
Anyway.
tacos were godlike. They were really good.
Like, I would drive down to Pittsburgh again just to eat those tacos.
That's a bit of a stretch, but they were really good.
I found out
the
when we
meatball
couldn't find
place?
Coda.
What?
He's on the camera.
He's on the camera?
Coda's on the camera. I'm going to tell him to spin it around so he can wave to everybody. Turn it around and wave to FurCast.
Oh, is he checking his phone?
Yeah, no, he just texted me.
Oh, wow.
So maybe he'll turn it around.
Oh,
and
there's
wave.
Dodge. They're all dancing. They're so cute. We're going to get the music really quick.
Let's see if he checks his phone again.
It's literally furries. They're on one of the new streetcars. It feels weird. It's different than them being on the old streetcar.
Come on, do it.
There he is. Yay, Coda! Yay, Coda! You shouted us out. All right, anyway, sorry.
Is Toll in Canada yet?
No.
Oh, no.
Why not?
Yay.
Tell them that we got it on live on our stream.
Got it.
We got it. Anyway, you can continue, Bull. Sorry.
All right. Second, my question is furry philosophical. To what extent do you identify with your personas, and to what extent do you view them as merely characters that you are playing?
Good question.
I've been thinking about this a lot because up until recently, my personas have been basically fantasy versions of myself with a lot of attributes, both physically and in terms of behavior, that I wish I had. Obviously, there's no wrong way to create a persona, but still, in the past year, I've started creating a new persona with attributes that are more honest to who I am in real life.
That's a good question.
And then they also say, the way I think of it, there is a spectrum where on one end you have people who genuinely believe they are animals in human bodies /otherkin /etc. and consider their personas to be more real than their human selves. And on the other end you have people that essentially view a persona as nothing more than a character and for whom playing their OC is little different from cosplay. Obviously, most people fall somewhere in the middle, but I'm still interested if everyone has more or less the same answer, or if there are a variety of different ways that you guys think
Or
about
the third
it.
option, they're just one and the same.
I think.
You mean you're playing a character then at that point?
No, like both are the same. Like,
yeah.
me in suit, me out of suit are the exact same person.
Yeah. For
which I
me,
like.
it would be like my actual Sona is me. It feels just more me. But if I ever get a suit, I would want it to be something different, and then that would be that character.
For me, Oreo he's just me. He really is just me. I'm actually currently making a newer character that's like more of like just the outgoing side of me when I'm like at my peak. But like Oreo, I would say is just me.
Yeah.
Nothing much to it. I feel like a lot of people have these emotional stories about their personas. I was like, no, it's just me. I identify with it. That's why I'm not like so crazy emotionally invested in it, but it means a lot to me still. It's like, it's just me.
Yeah.
I fucking act like a cat in and out of the suit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you're just a cat.
I had the bite marks to prove it.
Yeah, I've always kind of said that like I feel like Paradox Wolf is just me. Like that is just me in the form that I wish I could be in because I'm in this culture that really celebrates anthro art. And maybe just because of like my own is it self-confidence when you think of your own body image? What is that called?
Body positivity?
Body positivity?
Self-image.
Self-image, yeah. I feel like if I was in that form, whether it be a suit or in like TF, I might have a little more energy, right? So like if I was suiting as myself, I might be a little bit more, but otherwise I'm the same person. I have the same like demeanor, the same personality. I act
Then
the
again,
same way.
there are a lot of people who definitely are playing a character.
Yeah. So interestingly, I wrote some stories with a couple of friends of mine, or I helped my friend write a story, and then I wrote a version of the story. And they're all about weird, like kinky shit, like kinky, weird, furry shit. And in that case, it was all characters. And all of the characters were experiencing stuff that, like, I'm really into, but they weren't me. Like, they were kind of this is the character and this is like his life because of like this weird way that he has to live, and that's the kink or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, so like to me, that wasn't myself. That was just me expressing like something that I would enjoy living. But that's the other thing is like, especially when it comes to like kinks and stuff, I'm lucky that all of the stuff I'm into is stuff that I would want in real life, that I would gladly take in real life. A lot of people are into
everything's
stuff.
possible in real life.
What I mean though is that like there are a lot of people who are into stuff that would either be illegal, just completely physically impossible, or would like Vor, for instance. Like I actually feel bad for people who are into that, where it's like you.
Honestly, I feel like with enough silicone and a slide, you could probably make a Vor scenario.
It would be pretty freaking great.
I feel like
like a Chuck E. Cheese slide, but then
simulation and VR just have to get to the next level. I think for everything, where it's like you can harmlessly explore something that would technically
remember
be
like we were
harmful.
talking about the bathhouse, like to explore things.
The themed bathhouse.
You could literally take like a Chuck E. Cheese level like tube.
No.
Coat it with silicone.
Definitely not a slide.
Like
it would just be like a big maw that you just go into.
But yeah, but you have to have the throat. You have to slide down and do it.
And it like closes.
See, now the thing that I wouldn't like is like you would have to have like pre-warmed lube just at the bottom that would be like the saliva.
Oh, that's.
And then you just like.
That's not that difficult. You just put heating pads. Like, I mean.
No, I'm just saying how gross it would be.
And you'd make it all
So are you
humid.
saying like a giant like dragon mouth that you would get in, and then you'd get like, and then like if you once you get into the one area, you get like swallowed or whatever? That'd be,
Yes.
Yeah, I could kind of see that.
You could like hold on to like it'd be like one of those big like boxing bags like for the uvula. You can just like hang on to.
Yes.
See, this is why I need millions of dollars.
No.
Pharaoh just creates.
I will create things that the world has never seen before, never experienced.
But it really only caters to furry.
But yeah, I think
I feel like Vor like caters to a lot more people. There's always been 4chan well before furry.
That's true.
Yeah, I kind of go all along the lines of like I am Paradox Wolf. Paradox Wolf is me, and I like the idea of like seeing my friends as the version of themselves that they want to be seen and then treating them as that. I love that.
Mhm.
That's why I tell all my friends that they're animals and can't use computers.
Like an Alice in Wonderland scenario too, where like everything's really big, like the chairs in the room are like, and you're like.
I just imagine like all these contractors working to build this. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, hey Dan, what's the job site today? Oh, you know that, that fucking billionaire guy.
Chair.
The best part would be like if the building went up to foreclosure or something. Just
what
whoever
the
bought
fuck do we
that,
do with
like
this shit?
what the fuck happened here?
Some billionaire went out of control. Hey Dan, you know that Steven guy? Yeah, he's commissioning us to a house that's a giant mouth. Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Oh, that was it. That was just for the email.
Oh, that was it?
So I hope you find this to be an interesting question. Keep up the good work. The new Voltage Links.
Voltage Links. I like that. That's a good name. Voltage Links.
So what were the two questions again?
The first one was just them saying that we're stupid about the way we eat tacos and burritos.
Because you are stupid about that.
That's true. We
You
are.
just don't like Mexican food. That's all I'm getting out of this.
How are you?
You and Business Cat just don't like Mexican food. That's why you're
How are
so
you
upset.
getting I didn't get upset. I just thought it was stupid that you guys were arguing over
What type of food would you
Why
like
does
to
it
talk
matter
about?
that it's stupid?
What type of food would make you happy, Nico?
Honestly, it's genuinely the most fun little section I've had on the show in a while.
I
it was
loved
really
it.
good.
Yeah, I loved it.
Nico's just jealous that he wasn't a part of it. Or he just doesn't like Mexican food. It's
Nico's
either
just-
one of those two
Nico's
things.
just jealous he couldn't be here to go. Eh. Yeah.
I like how you guys are having a whole conversation. I'm not just
What type of food would you like to talk about then?
Dick.
That has nothing to do. I didn't say like, how dare you talk about food? It's just a stupid argument.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys were
And that's
making.
why
I'm
stupid
saying
points.
that it's a more deep-rooted issue that I'm trying to bring out from you.
That's why it was fun.
There isn't a more deep-rooted issue.
Did you get traumatized by Mexican food?
Not everything has to be serious.
I didn't say.
I mean, you are a bottom, so maybe you ate spicy Mexican food and just made a really bad scenario in your life. Now you can never kind of question any kind of Mexican food that other people eat because of you had that
I
experience.
only have so much patience from my job.
I don't like cilantro.
It's just a complete 180.
Oh my god.
I only have so much patience for my job. I don't like cilantro.
Well, you were talking about how he doesn't like the taco, and then I was like, I don't.
We're
like
just
cilantro.
training you to
really
be
funny.
better prepared
And
for
then
kids.
I just
It's
waited
kinda
for you to
working.
finish your sentence so I could say I didn't like cilantro.
I like how I just eat, now whenever we go to that Thai food place, I just eat cilantro in front of you.
And you're like, you take the whole freaking like stem.
I know what I want to get
You're
her for Christmas.
I'm like,
a ball gag?
No, like.
Oh, yes, please!
I want to get him like a little plant of cilantro. I would get you a little
yeah, it would
plant.
stay a plant. You wouldn't eat it, even though you're a bull and normally you eat plants. You wouldn't eat the little.
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't eat a plant that tastes like fucking
See,
soap.
I want to bring in what I brought in before on the show, which was those violet candies. I hate them.
Voreclosure.
Voreclosure.
Who came up with that? I'll ring it for you.
That was Shady Sound. Shout out to Shady Sound in chat.
You deserve it.
Platypus came up with it too.
Oh my god.
You all deserve it.
Voreclosure. That's good.
That is beautiful.
The cilantro thing is genetic. Yeah, we know, but I still eat it in front of him.
And it still tastes like soap.
I still love that you have the genetic defect.
I fucking hate
Yeah, he has a
It's
genetic
so
defect.
annoying.
So is being a bull. Being a bull is genetic too, and I still make
Is
fun
it
of him for
because he's a
that.
herbivore?
Also, I think that people who have that gene can also detect cyanide. I think I read that. I'm not positive, but if I were to drink something with cyanide, I would think that it's.
Let's get him some cyanide.
Yeah.
Let's not test it. But I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that
Give him some and see how it works.
it would also make it so that cyanide would taste like shit
So
to me.
cyanide tastes like cilantro. Good to know.
I guess maybe. I don't know.
I feel like Nico was just traumatized by Mexican food in his past, especially with being a bottom, like spicy foods.
He was saying your argument is dumb, not that the food is bad.
I said there's more.
Same thing.
There's more of a deep-seated issue there because, like,
just let it go because he'll lose interest at some point.
There's more of a deep-seated issue. That's why he's so upset about it.
Okay.
Is because like he's just like, this is so stupid, but he actively had to tell me it was so stupid when he came back from Business Cat, and how they both shared that it was stupid. I was like, did we hurt you in some way?
No. It was just stupid.
He just ate too many tacos and had an ass blast.
Couldn't bottom for a week.
I feel like if you had a knife and you were stabbing somebody, and
It'd be a butter knife.
and some person was screaming, then you would be like, "Well, what did knives ever do to you? Did you have a bad experience with a knife when you were younger?" And the person would be like, "Sir, you're gonna stab me with a knife, don't stab." And you'd be like, "What? Like, were you cutting a sandwich?"
So
And
you're
then maybe
saying
you
that
bled a little bit?
tacos
I
are like
seeing-
knives to Nico?
And like you would just totally derail it, and this person would be like, "What the fuck? No, I just don't want you to stab me." And you'd be like, "What? Were you making a sandwich? Maybe it just didn't go well."
No, I just think of knives and Nico. But it's not knives, it's tacos.
I wish I had a knife. This conversation would be much shorter.
Okay, moving on. You guys are listening to FurCast.
See what's great though is like when he
Shorter
has
than you.
kids in the room, he could tell them to shut up. But since
I'm
we're
gonna give
adults,
you that one because
he
I gave you
can't
some
tell us
stats
to
at the
shut
beginning.
up.
You get a freebie.
Thank you for listening to FurCast. I've been your host, Paradox the Red Wolf.
I have been your fabulous dick jousting host, Pharaoh.
I've been apparently against tacos and other Mexican food. Other lesser-most host, Nico.
I've been also against tacos, but that's because I'm for burritos and I'm the least most host, and I'm a Rayo.
I'm a cat.
Why are you even here? Are you hungry?
No, I told him to come in. He was sitting outside, and
He looked lonely.
He did. I was like, get in here. Come on.
Aww.
And then he was like, I have to get my head. And I was like, you look cute without it. Come on. And then he came in.
Now that dick's gonna have back sweat on it.
It's gonna go up an ass. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I got back sweat in my ass.
It's fine.
No one wants back sweat in their ass.
Don't tell me what I want in my ass. I'll put whatever I want up there.
Back sweat?
It doesn't matter.
It's gonna fucking evaporate. It's gonna be gone in like
You're
a
gonna
minute.
shit it out at the very least.
Okay. Anyway, really quick. First of all, thank you to our sponsor, our first ever sponsor, Twin Tail Creations.
Oh, we're so sorry.
I am sorry. Second, we are off next week because of MFF. We are not going to be here. FurCast is off for a week. We will be back after MFF. If you are there, I'd love to see you there. If you see us, please say hi. I don't care if we look busy. Don't pull that shit. I don't want to get a message from one of you that's like, oh, I saw you, but you looked busy. No! Say hi!
I hate that too.
Say hi, please. I hate when people do that. And they're like, I saw you and I wanted to say
but like
hi.
you looked like you were doing something.
You were talking to somebody else.
My favorite was someone said hi to me, and I was like really, really drunk at that time, and I was like really trying. They're like, I saw you on FurCast. I'm like, I'm really drunk right now. I'm sorry. I don't remember your name, and I won't remember it. I still don't remember.
I said hi to
and I gave him like a huge hug. I'm like, have a hug, and he's like, okay, and I had to run. And I was like very confused, and he was confused.
I said hi to Paradox at Anthrocon when he was running like a crane camera, and I was like,
same.
"Oh hey Paradox," and you ran over me. "Oh hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
If he is busy, he will say hi.
It's funny too because like, I'll still say hi when I'm busy, but I'll tell you if like I can't talk too. Like, I'd rather someone come up to me and be like,
"Hey, Faye, can you talk?"
Like if you're running to dinner or something, and people are like, "Oh, can you talk?" to? I'd be like, "No, we're going to eat." Otherwise, like that's the only time because trying to get food at a con.
In that case, I would just say like, hit me up on Telegram. That's what I'd say, kind of thing. But anyway, we'll be see you guys at RFF.
Except for me and Nico.
Gerald. I'm rubbing his face, so
it's not bloody enough.
Gerald.